you hear right now is Kyle Wallace. No Brad Norton. Kyle's back after 4 days off the air.
Name the show BS, huh? Double entendre. How about that?
Full of BS, yes.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you think that when you're on here, there's no BS coming from you.
Ben and Strofe. That's what it's called. Ben and Strofe.
Ben and Strofe.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I don't get brust anymore. I got to drop the brust and go Ben.
Sure, whatever you want to call it. I'm happy to be back. I've been gallivanting around Europe a little bit.
Cool.
Went to Lisboa, you know what I'm saying? So,
now you're cool.
Yeah. After
hold
I'm
on a
gone, I told you, my mama said you can't be telling people when you go. And Dr. Ken Harris from Truth.
Nobody was going to follow you to Europe.
No, make sure my house is good. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Ken, who used to be a police officer, has a show on Truth in the Afternoon.
You said you were going to be gone.
Yeah. But you don't know how long for. You don't know where I was at. Like somebody in the office said, so where were you at? Were you just, hanging out
Lisboa.
Lisboa. I was in Lisboa. I told in Portugal. You know what I'm saying?
Something we couldn't talk about until today, now that you're back, is
that?
You went to Lisbon.
Lisboa.
Yeah,
that's literally how you say it.
3 weeks after Ben was there for his honeymoon.
Yeah, I told Ben. Actually, I was going before Ben was, and we almost crossed. What do you mean? No.
We were going on this honeymoon like a year and a half ago.
That's not true. Not true. Not true. We had a conversation. I told you I'm going to Lisbon for a wedding because this wedding, obviously they plan weddings in advance. So I knew a long time ago, and then you're like, oh. Yeah, we were thinking about maybe going to Lisbon.
I don't recall that.
We were thinking about maybe going to Lisbon. And you were even thinking about going the same time I was going to be going. I said, well, I kind of already called dibs on that time. I already talked to our...
We would have been nowhere near each other.
I mean, being gone at the same time, the baby Nortman came, and so that was not a surprise. We knew he was coming.
That also takes planning, too,
It does take planning, so Yeah, but I'm happy to be back, KBN Nation. It was... interesting times.
Did you miss Kyle Wallace? 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. List is more. 800-990-3776. Strofe is running the show.
You look at him just cheesing ear to ear. He's looking red as a damn tomato. You know you miss me. I don't know why you blushing like that.
I don't know why you talk to me like you were hitting on me at a bar. You know you miss me. Why
did you hear him? He's all yuppity right now. I was in Lisboa.
I was in Lisboa. You know what I'm saying? Gallivanting around.
I'm actually both for gallivanting and Lisboa.
I want Lisboa out of the definition of...
You went there too.
I went to Lisbon. I flew into Lisbon. I went to Portugal. I did not go to Lisboa.
Just like a little uncultured American not to respect the culture.
Sure. I'll take it.
All right, so in terms of culture, what was the biggest shock for you, Kyle?
Oh, the doors were slender.
What does that mean? Skinny people there?
Yeah, Europe is skinny.
I was going to say,
Europe is skinny.
You come back and you're like, I think I need to look at what I'm eating and how I'm working out.
No, this dude was walking up a hill because there are a lot of hills there, and his calves were massive. I said, baby, look at his calves. They're massive.
Got the UPS calves?
Oh, my gosh. I said, if this is what walking up hills do, I need more hills by me. His calves were massive.
Well, we're in the flatlands of the Midwest.
Yeah, that's why my calves are what they are. Dude's calves were massive. They look like implants. I was like, what is this? Everybody's cut. Looks very handsome. Very beautiful people.
Very beautiful people.
You come back to America, and here go with a cheeseburger. Well, telling you, I went there with some big people, and they were like, dude, we're too big to be going through these doors. They got to go sideways through the doors. I'm so serious. It's skinny there.
Kyle's biggest takeaway from being overseas with his doors were slender.
Listen.
Electric.
Yes, I mean, that was a major takeaway, but it was great in Lisbon.
Well, we'll get to a little bit more of your stories from your time in Portugal later. As it's Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, no Brad Norman. Trophy's running the show. You were gone when the Green Bay Packers lost to the Cleveland Browns. I can't believe that's a statement that
to the bowl, bro.
I'm saying that to you right now, something I didn't think I'd be saying when you were back. And I'm also going to add that you also know this, but I have to share like in person. The Green Bay Packers, your favorite team in the entire world, was up 10-0 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
It was 3 minutes and 30 seconds left when they got the field goal.
Were you having some drinks?
I was out to dinner celebrating baby girl's birthday.
What?
Yeah.
You were tracking the game at dinner during her birthday?
She knew who she's marrying. She knows that. She understands what my priorities are. We were in Lisboa. I mean, we're out in Portugal. I mean, this is enough.
You got to stop saying Lisboa.
It's Lisbon. Yes, I tracked the game, and I was trying to watch it. It was too hard to try to figure and find it. So I'm tracking play by play. I mean, I'm just sitting here reading. They need to. It needs to be faster. I need instant reaction. I'm sitting there refresh.
There are 40 seconds on the play clock,
and there was. I mean, it felt like forever, and there was a lot of frustration from that. I am in disbelief. I really am, Ben. Really am.
Who's the loss on?
Oh, boy. As I'm as I'm tracking this game, to me, I think the Packers got an unfortunate wake-up call. It's Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur should be the one that gives a wake-up call. He can sit here and he can talk about, the guys were thinking about 17-0, but at the end of the day, yes, the team, they're out there on the field, but it's Matt LaFleur's job to make sure his team is prepared. And for me, when I think about it as a fan, it's extremely disappointing to see that this team was not prepared the way they need to be. And that falls on Matt LaFleur. His defense dominated. His defense did exactly what they needed him to do, but offensively, he's the guy who's supposed to be this offensive mastermind. You can only find a way to come up with 10 points against the Cleveland Browns. I understand the pressure that they had was there, but it's your job to create a game plan, to create something in order to slow down that defense. And so when I look at it, when you're up 10-3, right, you should be able to find a way to finish that football game. But unfortunately, the Green Bay Packers weren't able to finish the game. The offensive line was atrocious. It just the team sucked. The offense sucked. And again, it falls on Matt LaFleur as the play caller of this football team. And when I think about him trying to say that, hey, should be a moment for the team and the guys, talking about 17-0, that, after this talk, you just need to focus on one game at a time. Cool, Matt. Nice of you to say that after the game. I want my football team talking about going 17-0, but also I want my team locked in and understanding the task at hand. Clearly, the Green Bay Packers offensively, when it came to the game plan, when it came to the preparedness, when it came to the offensive line having focus and concentration, they were not concentrating. They were not focused. They were not ready to go. And you see what the end result is. And so for me, y'all can talk about Jordan Love. We can talk about the penalties. We can talk about the offensive line poor play. But at the end of the day, it all falls on Matt LaFleur to ensure that the offense is ready to go. Was the defense not dominant, Ben?
Well, it's you can point at the offense, but I mean the special teams, the offense, he's the leader of the team. So I know you're pointing at the offense, but I'm agreeing with you. You can't have 13 penalties. It is his job to make sure that they are prepared in every way possible with all the scenarios, the injuries. It is his job to make sure that they are prepared, especially with even all of the things that went wrong. They were in position up 10-0 to still win that football game.
You don't lose to a team like that when you're up with less than 5 minutes to go. You just cannot allow that to happen, Matt LaFleur, and it falls on you. And I want Matt LaFleur to just say, listen, fellas, this loss is on me, right? And the thing that I felt confident, because I was getting I was getting a little nervous when the Packers were finally allowing them to drive down the field. Then we had 2 penalties, I want to say it was, that allowed for them to keep the drive going, and they ended up scoring the field goal. But even on that one, the defense still stood up, was able to keep them only to a field goal. At that point, I said, okay, cool. They're not going to be down.
Okay, cool.
They're not going to be down 3. They're going to be down 7, so the Packers should be in a good position to win this football game. Matt LaFleur poorly prepared his football team, poorly was able to try to adjust to find a way to protect Jordan Love, and had Jordan Love running for his life back there. So, again, this falls on Matt LaFleur, and he needs to make sure that this does not happen again. My biggest disappointment from this is last season we talked about it. The Packers did not lose. They did not have a game like this, right? The Chicago Bears game doesn't count to me. The last game of the year doesn't count. The fact that week 3, after having such highs of beating the Lions, of beating the Commanders, and to lay an egg like this, you did not get your team mentally focused and up and ready for this game, and you have shown me in the past that you have the ability to do that. You failed our football team. You failed your players, and this is the end result. So you can say what you want about the players, Matt, but this falls on you to make sure that these guys are ready and prepared moving into Dallas next week.
He's Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust. Alex Rose running the show. Kyle's coming in hot back from his overseas trip.
They ruined my dinner.
Well, that's on you.
No, the hell.
It was your fiance's birthday, and you are tracking the game, and so now you provided her a horrible birthday dinner because you
paid for it. She's fine.
It's not about paying.
It was delicious.
No, you said you told me earlier you couldn't eat.
Well,
you lost your appetite.
Well,
so then you didn't eat. You probably were sitting there pouting. You probably didn't ask her questions. You probably didn't engage with her because you were sitting there like a little 12-year-old crying about a loss and you were in a different country with your fiance and you ruined her birthday.
Yeah, I mean, that might all be accurate, a depiction of what the situation was. But
That's so sad.
When the block field...
That's so embarrassing. You're a grown adult.
When the block field goal happened, I said,
that
hell. I said, I know they didn't. I said, I know. I'm in this restaurant saying, oh, hell. I know they didn't. This is Europe. They don't give a dang about football. I'm sitting there frustrated. I'm just like, dog, just can't.
Aren't you disappointed?
They don't care about football.
Strofe, it's so sad. Like, I feel so bad for his fiance. Baby girl did not deserve to go to Europe to have Kyle pout on her birthday.
Happy birthday, baby girl. Damn Packers.
She understood.
I'll be damned.
When we chose to go to dinner, we're 6 hours ahead in Lisbon. And so when he chose to go to dinner, she knew it was going to be during the Packer game. Now, hand up or pat on the back, as you say, I assume by the time we went to dinner at 8 o'clock, which would have been 2 o'clock in America, I assume by that time the Packer game would be. I'm smiling, I'm eating good because the Packers gonna be winning. No, that was not the case whatsoever. So yeah, I might have ruined our dinner, but it's not my fault. It was the Packers. They completely ruined my dinner. Y'all saw the photo I sent, or she took that photo of me looking at the phone out of just.
Yeah, because she's like, this is my fiance. Look at him pay attention to me on my birthday.
Should be all right.
Josh and Kenosha, you're on the Carbless Talking text line. It simply just says Kyle, so go ahead.
Well, first, I wanted to say that I thought Strofe did a pretty good job filling in, so I'm not sure why you're giving him a hard time. I mean, it's not like he's Jesse Nelson.
That is not. I will never do that to Strofe. There are things I will do to Strofe, but I wouldn't go that low.
And then I'm so glad to hear Kyle say that the Packers sucked on Sunday. You know who didn't suck on Sunday? Caleb Williams, NFC.
So I was also, when I came back to the restaurant, some reason we were downstairs. Don't know why we're downstairs. Oh, we're walking in, talking to a Cowboys fan who somehow his young daughters were able to get him paid to get him some, be able to watch the game.
Oh, cheap Kyle strikes again.
It was expensive. It was like $24.
That's it? It costs 7 times that to go to the game.
I don't, the exchange rates and different things like that. I just.
You're the worst.
The U.S. dollar is weak right now compared to that euro. Let me tell you. I'm like, damn, how much? And so he's sitting there and we're having a conversation. Guy from New York who lives in Orlando, but he's a Cowboys fan. He was watching the game and he was like, yeah, man, it's not going too well for us. I was like, oh no, that sucks. Well, my team already lost, so join the party, buddy.
Yes, all 3 NFC North teams did win, and the Packers were the only NFC North to lose, which is never good. All right, so you skipped over a lot of things, Kyle.
What stuff?
You glanced over the Jordan Love throw. Now, my overall opinion, and I've said this, is I still think the majority of the blame on that situation goes to Matt LaFleur. But it is absolutely inexcusable what happened. And before you say anything, I want you to think about what you say next. Because right now, you have been the Mr. Biggest Jordan Love excuse maker of all time. I want to see if you can be real on the other side. It's Kyle Bruston-Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin with Kyle Wallace
this is
back.
Kyle Bruston-Nortman.
Kid's got the longest rope in radio. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You could take that one of 2 ways, and I agree with both.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, King. I see you with the confidence.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Congratulations to Homer on 20 years at Good Karma Brands.
Homer, congratulations on your 20th anniversary with Good Karma. The 20 years went fast. Thanks for everything you do for us here at Marquette Basketball. You are one of a kind. Let's go get 20 more years.
Hey, Home Slice. Just wanted to say congratulations on your anniversary with the company. Also just wanted to remind you that the Bears still suck, but so do the Brewers. Homer, World Series 0, Maria Sapienza 1.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
A rivalry that dates back decades. It's the Green Bay Packers. It's the Dallas Cowboys coming up on Sunday Night Football. Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones joined 105 105.3 The Fan in Dallas on Tuesday and was asked if there's a little bit extra juice for this game as Micah Parsons returns to Dallas.
I do. I've said this time and time again. I think the world of Micah. And I might say I wish him well, except it's obvious I don't this weekend.
Audio courtesy 105.3 The Fan. Bulletin board material, anybody? Packers-Cowboys Sunday Night Football. I'm Alex Stroh.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Concerned about fraud? Tri-City's got your back. Use debit card alerts. Help stop a card hack. You'll get notified when your card's being used so you can prevent your account from abuse. Tri-City National Bank, member FDIC.
Kyle Brust-Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal & Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal & Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies. They're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal & Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal & Associates at teamgrimal.com.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and another winning week in the books. We're turning toward October, and we've had no losing weeks this season in football. Go to FatJackSports.com. Check the results tab. Look at all the profit guys are making. Soccer's winning also. Football's dominating. We're now 14-4 on Saturdays alone over the last 3 weeks. Get signed up for less than $100 a week and make money through Halloween. FatJackSports.com. Sign up today. Discipline, consistent winning plays will help you make money at FatJackSports.com.
Kick off your game day with a shine. Stop by Tsunami Express Car Wash now with 7 convenient locations across greater Milwaukee, including the brand new location in New Berlin. The best part, your very first wash is absolutely free when you sign up online. That's a $25 value on us. At Tsunami Express, you'll enjoy premium washes that protect your car, plus free vacuums and detailing tools to keep your ride looking spotless inside and out. Fast, easy, and always looking its best. Roll into the game feeling confident and clean. Claim your free wash today at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
Come catch the final battle of the regular season when the Brewers host the Reds Friday, September 26th through Sunday, September 28th. We're celebrating the best fans in the game on Saturday, the 27th at Fan Appreciation Night, presented by Toyota. Plus, if you're one of the first 30,000 fans through the gates, you'll take home a Brewers tumbler giveaway too, presented by Quick Trip. Come close out the regular season with the crew. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I feel like I can say Kyle Brust and Nortman and it has some meaning again because Kyle Wallace is back. I'm Ben Brust, no Brad Nortman. Alex Strofe back in his hut running the show.
Did you miss being in your little hut, Alex?
A little bit, yeah. I haven't produced the show since last. What was your last day in?
Tuesday.
So I haven't produced the show in over a week.
It's weird. I'm getting used to it again.
Stop saying that.
Hey,
so strange.
You're in your rightful place.
Shut up, dude.
Did you like being in here?
I mean, I like being on the show.
He's cranky.
Why? Well, you guys are asking me stupid questions.
Oh, you didn't eat today, did you?
No, I did. What kind of questions? Do you like being here? Do you like being there? I don't know. I was 4 feet from where I normally am.
That's different. Behind the glass is very
It's not that different.
It's very different.
Sunday Karma, I refuse to be in here.
I talk as much as anybody on the show, no matter where I'm sitting.
Yeah, we've been working on that. 800-990-3776 is the Carvelous talking text line. List is more. I'm doing a better job getting Alex Strofe mad that he's back in the producer role. I think I purposely did not make him mad while he was the co-host because if he shut down, then I was just left with myself.
Yeah,
it's just one of those heady plays by me.
A shutdown guy. He's a
shutdown guy. That Gen Z energy.
Yeah.
But you, Kyle Wallace, are the ultimate excuse maker for Jordan Love. So I'd like to give you the floor because I'm sure despite you not paying any money to watch the game, I'm sure you went on your social medias and probably saw the throw that Jordan Love made on third.
I saw some things.
And what did you make of the situation from Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur down the stretch?
And see, I don't know why you're trying to paint this narrative, because I've always said this about Jordan Love, is that me and Jordan Love have a love-love relationship, but when I love somebody, I give them tough love. And so for this, as I'm not going to abandon ship because Jordan Love made a bad throw. Love ain't going to be perfect. That's just like in life. Love ain't perfect, but I refuse to overreact to one bad game and maybe a couple bad decisions when all quarterbacks and all teams make bad decisions once in a while. Yes, Ben.
I agree with your overall point right now.
Yes.
I'm going to bring up something that is a trend that is worth bringing up.
Okay, let's hear.
Jordan Love has made some questionable decisions, not just like throughout a game, right? Like that's part of being quarterback. You're not going to be perfect. 2023, first down, inexplicable interception.
Against the 49ers in the playoffs, you're talking
the Detroit Lions, right? I think we all wanted to say, oh, well, he was hurt, and that affected him. But he made that bad decision.
He was under duress then, just like he was under duress. Just nervous. He wasn't seeing ghosts. He was feeling the Browns D-line. Run, Jordan, run! Listen, if I'm playing quarterback and I hear somebody tell me to run within 2 seconds, I'm gonna start throwing the ball like that too. I ain't the boy fault. His offensive line was abysmal. And listen. Jordan Love deserves blame. Poor decisions, yes. Absolutely deserves blame for that. The INT was just absolutely awful, and he gets paid. He gets paid not to make those poor decisions in those moments. He gets paid $55 million a year to make sure in those quick decisions that he has to make, that he is making the right decision. So I'm not going to sit here and not hold him accountable for making that poor interception decision, and I'm not going to sit here and ignore some of the other poor decisions that he had, just like the bad throws we saw week one that luckily weren't interceptions, and one did not count as an interception. He has to clean that up. But at the end of the day, when you look at everything else around him, when you look at how bad the O-line played, if the O-line plays like that, if the team is penalized like that, the offense doesn't have a chance. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL that would have been able to survive back there like Jordan Love was able to survive back there. So again, I'm not making any excuses for his poor performance, but there's just a lot of other factors that contributed to Jordan Love playing like that on Sunday. And so yes, Jordan Love cannot make that decision. He even said it himself, I got to be able to see that guy. Yes, you do, because you get paid a lot of money to do it. But I am not overreacting, and I'm not jumping off the ship. Jordan Love is still my guy. He's still the franchise quarterback, and I still got to support Jordan Love. So ain't nothing changing. Now, I'm actually mad. I'm mad after that interception, Ben. I'm mad that Matt LaFleur decided to take the ball out of his hand. On the last drive when the Green Bay Packers ended up trying to kick a field goal that got blocked, that caused me to lose it.
Oh, so after throwing,
yes, you heard me,
a poor interception, he does make an open pass to Tucker Kraft. They get the pass interference. You want to put it in his hands to go get a touchdown? What more do you want?
You needed one more first down to really be able to run the clock out. End this game. Sneak us out of here in a game that should have never been that close. We got too conservative, and you saw what happened. We were able to get down the field. You got too conservative.
They threw the ball in a spot where they should have ran it and then punted it away.
No. I'm talking about the last drive of the game. I still want to have confidence. My coach to have confidence in my franchise quarterback. Say,
you want him to potentially make the same mistake twice.
If I live and die with my franchise quarterback. Yes, put that game away, because now you left it up to special teams. And guess what happened? I understand I'm not faulting Matt LaFleur for leaving up to special teams, because you got to make that field goal. It can't get blocked. But at the end of the day, I am blaming him for not making sure that kick was happening with 3 seconds left on the clock. He was just trying to get the field goal, let the defense play, which I understand that, but you left it up to,
You're missing the fact that, like, the Browns' front seven, you probably don't want to push it once you're in a spot where the field gets tighter, and then you're giving 3 more opportunities.
Matt LaFleur is supposed to be a mastermind play caller. You better
you've said yourself, you can't have. You're trying to have everything, man. You yourself. You didn't watch the game because you didn't pay for it. So you didn't see, other than a highlight of Myles Garrett going by Rasheed Walker, there was quite a bit of other guys, and their front seven was good. So now you're asking that once you're in field goal range, after a whole game of not being able to move the football as effectively as all Packer fans would have wanted to see, for him to now, after a poor interception from Jordan Love and a bad decision, to you're trying to have it way too many ways right now.
Ben,
you're just frustrated they lost, and I get it, but you're asking for too many things.
Did they or did they not allow Jordan Love to throw the ball to Tucker Kraft, and then they got the pass interference call? Did they or did they not throw the football early? They did. On that drive, they threw the football, and then they decided they wanted to run the football, and then we see what the end result was. A field goal block, and now you're losing the football game. That's all I'm saying is don't take the ball out of Jordan Love's hand. We got to find Jordan Love as many situations where he's going to have to grow through adversity, and this would have been a great opportunity for our quarterback to grow through adversity, pick up one last first down, run the clock out, and win this football game. I honestly thought that the Browns said, we're going to have to let them score. I thought they were going to let them score at some point.
They tried. Do you realize they tried to do that the previous drive when he threw the interception? Like, they ran, and then if they pick up that first down, then the
game would almost be over.
They already tried to do that, Kyle. So it didn't work.
I stand by what I say. I believe Jordan Love. I believe they should have thrown the football because they had some momentum, right? They had momentum moving the ball downfield. You were finally able to move the ball downfield once again, and you had momentum, and you didn't capitalize on it. You decided to sit, be more conservative, kick the field goal. And again, I'm not saying that I don't understand why he did that, because I get it. It's saying, you know what, let's kick this field goal. Let's truck our great field goal kicker, and then we kick off, and then our defense now has 22 seconds where they got to play defense, and you trust that.
Man, your brain is moving fast. Don chimes in on the Carbless Talking text line. Kyle's flip-flopping too much. He's getting dizzy. Now, that being said, you did speak of a moment that I would love for Strofe to play of Myles Garrett going by Rasheed Walker.
Bro, I beat him on the cleanest inside last series. Jordan! Run! Yes.
Adam chimes in on the Carbless Talking text line. I want to hear Kyle say, "Run, Jordan, run" again. He does it perfectly.
Jordan, run!
No, however you did it in the moment was fantastic because it was real. Now you're trying to be Myles Garrett.
Well, yeah.
If you were Rasheed Walker,
run, Jordan. I don't.
Jordan, get your ass out of here.
I mean, if I was
don't die.
If I heard "run, Jordan" within the first 2 seconds, I was like, "Run, Kyle."
Within the first 2 seconds, the ball was snapped.
Right, it might not have been 2 seconds. It might have been a second. It might literally ball snapped. Myles Garrett said, "Whoop whoop," gone. I mean, it's just yeah. I again, Jordan Love. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve any type of blame for this, but at the end of the day, hats off to Jim Schwartz for absolutely harassing our team and out coaching Matt LaFleur on the his defense outdid our offense, and this was the end result.
800-990-3776. I got to get out. I'm not going to be pushing off the phone, but you got to keep it tight because I have a clock to keep.
In the day, he's not super glue.
Why are you taking him out like that?
99-cent glue.
Diana?
Are you looking? You need Diana to come to your defense? You can't fight your own battles?
Ain't that good stuff?
Proof's in the pudding, bro. I let my work talk for itself. Actions speak louder than words.
He's been on a lot of cliches recently.
Really?
It's really annoying.
Okay.
He's Alex Strofe. I'm Ben Bruss. Next to Kyle Wallace.
You'd like to be treated, Ben.
If you want to stick with us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee or the ESPN Wisconsin app, you can. We'll have Rob Demovsky at 3:30 and Barstool Big Cat joining us at 4:30. You got Brewers baseball next in Madison. We're back with you next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
We were going to extend more invites, but I just jumped the gun for some reason at the meeting because I thought I was being funny and personable, and I just don't know how to read the room. I was like, oh, this guy who doesn't know me is going to think it's hilarious that I'm with Josh, and I'm saying, hey, Josh, you didn't get the first round invite. Suck it.
In what world would that person find that funny, though?
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids. Kevin Moret here from Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Every great team starts with a strong defense, and the same's true in business. That's why companies trust Trend Micro for cybersecurity. From ransomware to phishing to the most advanced cyber threats, they help protect your network, your data, and your people. With over 35 years of expertise, Trend Micro has built a defensive playbook trusted by enterprises worldwide. Your business works too hard to get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right. That's trendmicro.com.
Hey sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' tastes. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit vprivatebar.com to book today.
We love the Packers. We bleed green and gold. And every time our team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you with 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank, Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 9 to 13.1 ounce selective varieties, Old Dutch tortilla or potato chips, 2 for $5.50. 32 ounce selective varieties, International Delight Creamer, 2 for $7. 10 to 10.8 ounce selective varieties, Bird's Eye Vegetables, 4 for $5. 10.5 to 11.25 ounce selective varieties, New York Texas Toast, 2 for $5.
I am starving.
Oh no, never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
Enter by November 12th.
Hey, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. Build a customized renter's policy with American Family Insurance so you can protect your tandem bike on the go. Thief! Oh, he is struggling with that 2-seater. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Some exclusions may apply. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Stroh, front of the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776. Carbostock text line lists us more. See us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Time now with him back in the saddle for the real Wheel of Stroh.
It's time for the
Wheel of Stroh.
Another day, another buckaroony.
Yeah. How about you let me run the Wheel of Stroh? That
wow, he's been a little spicy today.
I mean, we need some damn WD-40 back here. This thing's not used for a week. It's starting to rust.
You are just complaining and upset and angry. What's going on, buddy? What I missed? Something happened?
He's just being a jerk today. Are you listening to him?
He literally just said you're lying with you. You said, "How about you let this do it?"
Yeah, this ain't here bad out. Okay, this is the Wheel of Stroh.
But he does it with you all the time.
And that's the first time he's ever done it.
Is that
It is, but it's just like having fun with you, but I guess I'll stop.
Wheel of Stro.
Good spin, Stro.
Makes one of us having fun. And now it's going to be even less fun.
Push-up time?
And I spilled my water. Good for God's sake.
Oh, this kid's
Kyle,
the
the
worst.
floor's yours, Mr. Lisboa.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're going to talk about it a little bit later because Barry Alvarez in the Badgers last week. Matter of fact, listen, I'm just going to say this. I'm done letting the Badgers ruin my Saturdays. But I'm just going to say, why is Lou Fickell still the coach? At what point, what are we just wasting time for? We knew last year when they lost to Iowa, they lost to Minnesota, and they lost to Nebraska that this program was going nowhere fast. I don't know. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for?
The buyout to go a little lower.
The end of the season.
We're both out of breath.
Wheel
Quick reaction.
Stro.
No, Red, I actually don't want to do push-ups today.
I probably need to do push-ups because I'm...
Damn it!
You want me to do them instead?
No, I need them.
I can say I need it. Well, I'll continue on. They tell you the buyout needs to be a little bit lower. But I'm just saying, at a certain point, the Wisconsin Badgers have got to figure out, if we're not going to pay this buyout, we're going to pay some type of buyout, either invest it into the players or find a way to get a better head coach, because I'm sick of seeing all these teams literally pass up the Wisconsin Badgers. Maryland has passed up the Wisconsin Badgers. This is rock bottom. There's not much further you can go. This team could go winless in conference play this year. That would be abysmal, awful, disgraceful, and unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Whew. What is further than rock bottom? There isn't anything further than rock bottom.
Yeah,
so.
there is. It's this right here.
We're strove after 2 sets of push-ups.
You did 20 or 15?
I just ripped them out.
I did 15.
Well, what's wrong with you, Ben?
I did 30.
What? You know you didn't. He always be cheating.
Wheel
I don't know why.
of Stro. Oh, that's a good spin.
Unless it lands on Red.
Oh, thank goodness. College football's different, man. Ole Miss LSU, a top 15 matchup coming to your television this weekend. And what do we have here? Lane Kiffin, the head coach of Ole Miss, has a daughter who's in college. Her name is Landry Kiffin. Landry Kiffin, hard launch. Do you guys know what hard launch means?
I do know what that means.
Ben, you know what that means?
I think bringing something to social media that nobody knew.
Yep, you don't soft launch it. You just boom right in everybody's face.
So for relationship sakes, that means you posted a picture publicly for the first time with a significant other.
Okay.
Landry Kiffin, the daughter of Lane Kiffin, hard launched her relationship with LSU linebacker Whit Weeks 5 days before Ole Miss plays LSU.
Hope she ain't nobody doing no pillow talking. Whit better not be pillow talking.
I hope she...
Lane Kiffin has chimed in a few times.
Yeah, it's been really fun to follow.
First off, he said bet the over because he plays on defense.
That's
He
funny.
also tweeted a picture of Landry and him when she was a young child, so probably 20 or so years ago, of them on the beach. And he just said, I know who's rooting for the Rebels. This dude's a head coach in college football. He's talking trash to his daughter's boyfriend.
Dude was throwing lobs on the sideline last week to his players. When they get a turnover, he was throwing up lobs. Lane Kiffin, I love Lane Kiffin.
I love it.
I've always loved Lane Kiffin. From USC to Tennessee, not Ole Miss.
That's crazy by her.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how
I don't care who she dates, but the timing of it?
I mean, it's a big game. People are going to find out anyway, since she probably wants everybody that age.
Or maybe she knew that this would help inspire him to make sure that he wins. Maybe she is a rebel deep down.
I just think everybody wants to be famous, and what a great way to be in the news by hard launching the fact that you're dating a linebacker from LSU that
She was already in the news. She's like a TikTok star.
Like Kyle and I know that.
Yes.
By the way, being a TikTok star, I don't know if you can say she's already in the news. The news in TikTok is a little different. Is she in the New York Times?
She's internet famous.
Yeah, I didn't know about her until I saw this story online.
I didn't either.
But she's TikTok famous.
She's all over the news, Kyle.
Doing research.
You look at all these TVs out there in the market hall.
There goes Landry.
Who watches the news?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
When's the last time you watched the news?
What type of news? You talking about night news? You talking about cable news networks? What are you talking about?
Any?
I catch a little bit after a primetime football game.
That's not by choice. You just didn't flip the channel yet.
I work in media, and so I literally am searching news stations all the time.
Yes, I read news stations. I said watch.
I don't watch a lot of TV, but I watch all those news networks and all that. So
you don't know ball. It shows.
Anything else other than Lane Kiffin's daughter's dating the linebacker?
You had 2 cheat codes where you had to do push-ups. So I hope you have more than just Lane.
I do. I'm just a little out of it right now. My arms are sore. So who's playing better mind games? Is it Landry Kiffin against her boyfriend or the boyfriend against Lane Kiffin?
I don't think any mind games are being played.
I just respect that Lane Kiffin is active in responding to all of the stuff that's being put out there.
Because he's gonna recruit kids off TikTok.
Wheel! Yeah, no, next one. Kyle doesn't even know what he's saying anymore.
No, he's TikTok famous, so.
Close call.
Oh my
Never
gosh.
seen people so scared of a push-up.
Easy for you to say, yapper.
I offered to do a push-up and I was told no.
2 weeks after throwing his career high in passing yardage for the New York Giants, Russell Wilson, the former Badger, has been benched for rookie quarterback Jackson Dart. Reaction.
What a great Wheel of Strofe question. I know everyone eagerly turned on Kyle Brust-Nortman because they're I can't wait for Alex Ole Miss. Yes, Strofe.
Who
I get
Jackson
it.
Dart's coach was in college?
Yeah, good old Lane.
Lane Kiffin. All right, here's what I'll say because I can take it to the Green Bay Packers. This is another scenario in which you have a franchise that drafts a quarterback, and then when the quarterback that's a veteran doesn't work, you throw the rookie quarterback into the fire when it's already a dumpster and you don't know if you have an offensive line to protect them. This is why the Packers have been the blueprint of how to draft and develop quarterbacks. They've got the chance to learn, to sit, to develop, and then take the reins.
Yeah.
So they're just setting him up for failure, as a lot of these teams do when they don't have, they have their star wide receivers second year complaining already.
I mean, Malik Neighbors,
and he's a stud.
Coming in, we knew he was going to complain.
I know, but he's it wasn't this court. He's calling it the franchise. And when it's the franchise, he's right.
Brian Daboll, listen, he's going to get fired too. They're just trying to figure out what they're going to do because they understand.
They're trying to save their job, but they might be ruining Jackson Dart.
And that is the problem. That is the exact problem. Jackson Dart is not ready to go out there and play football because if he was, he would have been starting week 1. He would have been starting week 1. He's not ready. And if as an organization, the ownership group needs to say, no. It's not about you trying to save your own job. You save your job by making this football team competitive and making sure that we're heading in the right direction so our franchise quarterback can wait, he can learn. Because Russell Wilson is a great guy to learn from. Jameis Winston as well. You got a great quarterback room that the kid can learn from, but now you're throwing him into a fire on a bad football team in a very tough division. He's going to get chased around. They're going to catch a lot of L's, and it may break the kid before he actually gets a chance to be good. So Brian Daboll's going to get fired this year anyway. So there's a mess out there in New York.
Tune in to Behind the Bucks podcast on the Bucks Plus audio network, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR benefits consultant. Behind the Bucks brings you that exclusive access to untold stories about the greatest stars and moments in Bucks history. Go behind the scenes of the Giannis Emmy-nominated documentary. Hear about the true origins of Bucks and Six, and a whole lot more. Find Behind the Bucks on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcast. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher. I got a question here from Marcus for Kyle. I have a question for Kyle about something that I overheard him talking about. So more Kyle on the other side on Kyle Brust-Nortman.
This is Kyle Brust-Nortman.
800-990-3776. Say that again.
What a radio pro.
He's so...
Say that again.
Nobody
said a word.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Congratulations to Homer on 20 years at Good Karma Brands.
Oh, baby.
20 years, Homer. 20 years at Good Karma Brand. Congrats on your anniversary. Happy to call you a teammate and a friend. I just want people to know how amazing you are as a teammate and as a person, and how generous you are. There's nobody that gives more of their time and more of their resources to help others. I know you don't want anybody to know it, but you're an awesome dude, an awesome teammate, and I'm proud to call you a friend.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
Catholic Memorial Football.
Barreling towards the end zone, and he's in! Isaac Miller!
The Crusaders visit Wauwatosa West this Friday.
All the way into the end zone! Camden Shumpert!
Crusaders football is brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associates. Watch Friday at 7 exclusively on the live video stream at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
The vibrant fall colors and cooler temperatures make for great days out on the golf course. The Island invites you to experience the best of fall golf with late season rounds at Sweetgrass or Sage Run. Fall golf rates run through the end of the 2025 season, with tee times starting at $75 and stay and play packages from $125. And submit your 2026 golf package requests early to guarantee choice dates. Plan your fall golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
A rivalry that dates back decades. It's the Green Bay Packers. It's the Dallas Cowboys coming up on Sunday Night Football. Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones joined 105.3 The Fan in Dallas on Tuesday and was asked if there's a little bit extra juice for this game as Micah Parsons returns to Dallas.
I do. Have said this time and time again. I think the world of Micah. And I might say I wish him well, except it's obvious I don't this weekend.
Audio courtesy 105.3 The Fan. Bulletin board material, anybody? Packers-Cowboys Sunday Night Football. I'm Alex Stroh.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Why Z-Bart? Because cars, trucks, and SUVs still rust. They do. Just look around the parking lot. Well, it doesn't have to happen, people. Google Z-Bart rust protection, call Z-Bart, and keep your car rust-free.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Marcus on the Carbless Talking text line has a question for Kyle, as it's Kyle Bruston Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Before I read it, I do want to say that I did ask Strofe to poll this like 3 times over the last week.
Oh, you asked me once.
Did you? No, you didn't. Did you send the KBN odds and ends today?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
No, you didn't.
I was testing. No, I didn't.
Here he go.
You also didn't send an air check.
Yeah, because nobody was here.
We can still learn from you and I doing a show together.
That is very true. You should be trying to
So
do
you
better.
literally
I was
sit in the host chair 4 out of the last 5 shows.
In my defense, I was told not to send an air check.
Well, either way, it seems like you are complacent now that you've been a host of Kyle Brust Norman for 4 of the last 5 days. Marcus chimes in on the Cardless Talking text line. So, Kyle,
yes,
what about you saying Jordan Love is the best quarterback in the NFC?
So, Marcus, I stand by what I said. Listen, I'm not going to let one game all of a sudden make me overreact. Oh, he's not the best. Now, I will say.
Don't even go that far, Kyle. It wasn't one game. It was one throw.
I will
You
say.
yourself would admit it wasn't his best game.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would say Hurts did well in that comeback. But overall, for me, I'm still rolling with Jordan Love. I still think Jordan Love is the best quarterback in the NFC. And if his offensive line doesn't play like poop-hut, then I think Jordan Love is able to display that. So a lot of it is a team game, man. It's a team game. A lot of guys can't go out there and play hero ball by themselves. Jordan Love.
The best quarterbacks in the NFL have the ability to.
Nah, I mean.
What do you mean, nah? It's the truth.
Name me a quarterback that's surviving that.
Josh Allen somehow.
Yeah, okay.
Lamar somehow. Even though he got sacked 7 times by the Lions. So that's a bad example right now. What I already don't like is it's not that I'm not trying to be like you're outrageous for saying it. If you want to make a case for it, you can make a case for it. But like you glossed over like the Jalen Hurts thing. The guy wins ball games no matter what the game flow is. You need him to throw some dink and dunk passes. You need him to run the football and be the glorified fullback that you call him. He does it. You need him to lead a comeback against a pretty stingy Rams defense. He does that. A.J. Brown over 100 yards, who's a really great wide receiver who was barely used in the first 2 weeks. That, to me, shows something about a quarterback who won a Super Bowl last year, went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, and you're still going to stand here and say that Jordan is better than Jalen Hurts.
I'm still taking Jordan Love.
It's just crazy.
I said
it's just, I lied. It is crazy.
I said one quarterback's name because of his comeback performance. That's the one I said.
But you're talking about this you're talking about not Jordan Love in a week it's just 1 week. How come you're not doing the same for Jalen Hurts? It hasn't been just 1 week of him showing how great he is at winning football games.
No, he was fantastic.
Doesn't make mistakes in those big moments? Who gets the first down when he needs it? Who extends the chains and makes his team win?
Again, week 18. We'll get to week 18, and then maybe the conversation will be different. Maybe I could be wrong. Listen, I'm not perfect. Neither is Jordan Love. So
here comes Kyle, the excuse maker.
No. And so we will see. It was one game that Jordan Love was not able to elevate his team past an offensive line that was just awful, and it made him look bad. So that's okay. I'm still standing behind Jordan Love. So, yeah, I can hear the argument. I can see the argument that Jalen Hurts outperformed Jordan Love this week.
Just this week. But
yes,
he's not the best quarterback in the NFC, not based off historical data, and this year.
So if Jordan Love goes in and absolutely tortures the Cowboys next week, kind of like I guess Caleb Williams did, are we going to be able to shift back? Oh, he outperformed Jalen Hurts better than Cowboys than what he did against the Cowboys. Look at Jordan Love. So Jordan Love goes
Everybody can do something to the Cowboys because they're one of the worst defenses.
The Eagles struggled week 1.
Did they, or did they just? Did they have a quarterback that just did whatever he needed to do to win? Because that is what he does.
At the end of the day, I'm standing behind Jordan Love until somebody shows me different.
Okay.
I need more than 1 week. Now we can revisit week 12 if Jordan Love continues to have games.
I thought it was week 18. Now it's week 12.
Week 18 will be when we can put the period on it.
Week
12. Just wait on it.
So this year is when we are able to judge Jordan Love in comparison to Jalen Hurts, despite what Jalen Hurts has done the last 3 years.
That's football.
Yes.
That's not how it works.
Listen, we'll wait and see. That's how it works for me. I'm standing behind Jordan Love. Number 10, that's my guy. You can take whoever you want. Who you taking, Struth?
Try again.
Who you taking, Strofe?
That's the best quarterback in the NFC?
Yeah.
Jordan Love.
Thank you. My man, he's back.
He looked at me and he's smiling right now. He's not on camera.
Back, baby. He's back. He know what it is.
He's full of crap.
I've been back.
He's never left. He's full of crap.
You know what's crazy is Ben did a little rant. He did a little rant on social media on Saturday after the Badger game, rightfully so. Or during halftime, rightfully so. It was a good rant.
You tell him.
Baby girl's dad saw it, and he texted me about it. And then on Sunday after the Packers lost, he texted me and said, somebody check on Ben. He may have another rant. I said, Ben is a Badgers fan. He's not a Packers fan. He only cares about teams he bet on.
I'm pretty sure I ranted about how stupid of a decision Matt LaFleur made.
That was on Monday.
Exactly.
Wasn't during halftime. Wasn't after the game.
Yeah. You laughed at me for ruining dinner.
My parents did come over during the game.
I was forced to go to a dinner in another country for a birthday, to celebrate a birthday that I wanted to celebrate.
Hit the rewind right now.
I wanted to.
Turn his mic off.
I wanted to.
Kyle just said he was forced to go to a dinner in a different country
for his fiance.
For his fiance when it was her birthday when the Packers were playing. You, my friend, cut it and send it to his fiance.
By choice. It was happily. Forced happily.
You really got to work on. You would have thought Kyle going away would be like a time for reflection, with things he could improve on and a long plane ride. He ain't changed a lick.
Bro, wait till I tell you about this plane ride.
We can wait. I think you need to sit there and think about what you said.
Wait till you tell us about what?
The plane ride.
He said think on a plane ride. I couldn't. Hell. Trying to not suffocate.
Wow.
I need you to react as a fan because Barry Alvarez thinks you're spoiled rotten.
Come on now. Barry don't know what he's talking about. How old is Barry?
Damn, what's with you coming at old people?
He's an ageist. We knew this.
Are you even going to wish happy 20th anniversary to Homer later today?
Yeah, that's wonderful. 20 years with Good Karma Brands. I remember when Homer dang near started here because I started in 2009.
It's not about you. We're back in 2 minutes.
You watch your mouth, old man.
Oh, wow. You watch your mouth.
The Fall Trade-Up event is happening now at Cunis. With winter on the horizon, trade up now to a new, safe, and reliable vehicle. We'll do whatever it takes to make a deal at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We have huge incentives and discounts on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Thinking pre-owned? We have over 2,500 in stock with payments for every budget. Plus, check out our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear lifetime powertrain warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Don't miss the Fall Trade-Up event. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com. That's OAWSpineCenter.com.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle Brust and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It's about time somebody called Kyle spoiled rotten. That's what Barry Alvarez did on the Barry Alvarez Show, Mondays 6 to 7. Well, the has shifted. I will not be echoing the same words back at Barry because he has earned a hell of a lot more in his career than I have.
Who the hell gives whether Ben Brust is...
I'm Ben Brust, who Barry Alvarez there is talking about, next to Kyle Wallace. Alex Strofe is running the show. UKBN Nation is able to watch us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Hit us on the Cardinals Talking text line, 800-990-3776. Kyle, you were also gone when the Badgers lost to Maryland, and I did share some frustrations at halftime of that game. Barry spoke on the Barry Alvarez show Monday. I just want you to react as a fan.
Coach, what do you make of how fans have reacted here
I think
so
it's
far?
embarrassing. I think it's terrible, despicable. They're spoiled rotten. Here's a team that you got young players trying to come on. They're competing. They're going to have a chance to get better, and you flip on them. They're early in the season, and you flip on them, and you're chanting for the coach. What do you think that makes? How do you think that makes the players feel?
Exactly.
And that's
a great
just,
point, Coach.
That's disrespectful. It's not loyal. You're not a fan. If I'm a person sitting next to me, boom, I tell them, get your ass out of here. We don't need you in here. You don't want to watch this? Go someplace else. Go boo in a bar. That really upsets me.
That Barry Alvarez on the Barry Alvarez show with Derek Engler sitting there. You did the laugh when Barry made the joke about me, and Barry said this, and exactly, Coach.
Yeah, so here's the thing. A fan is a fanatic, and that's someone who really cares about the team. And Barry Alvarez, love him, right? And I remember him giving a speech. I played for Whitewater. We went up there. We had to practice, and I remember him giving a speech, and I was just in awe. I was like, oh, my gosh, I'm listening to Barry Alvarez talk right now. I don't play for the Badgers, but I get to listen to Barry Alvarez. It means everything, so I respect Barry Alvarez. But, Barry, this is a stupid take. This is what fans are supposed to do.
I love Barry, but
this is what
that
we're
was the ultimate, Kyle, I love, but.
We're supposed to sit here and watch this travesty? Name a team. What team have the Wisconsin Badgers beaten in the last 2 seasons? I know it's still early in this season, but who have they beaten where you're impressed by? The Wisconsin Badgers last year, they beat a sorry Rutgers team. They beat Purdue, that sucked. They beat Northwestern, that sucked last year. And that is it. Like, this football team has sucked for almost a year straight. And you don't think fans should boo? Barry, you should be disappointed that he came in here, and like Brad said, he was able to destroy 30 years of what you built all in less than 3 seasons. It is embarrassing as the fact that they built this wall. You, Barry, built a wall around Wisconsin where kids grew up and all they wanted to do is become a Wisconsin Badger because of the culture that you established. And now kids are leaving left and right to lead this school. So for him to talk about it's embarrassing that we're spoiled, we're not spoiled. Being spoiled is expecting a team to win every single week. Packers fans, yes, we may be spoiled. But Badgers fans, Barry, what you're seeing on a football field, 5-7, and losing to Maryland, getting their butts beat by Maryland, they deserve to chant fire Fickle. They should vent their frustration because this is not good enough. Barry, you should be saying this is not good enough. Just a couple weeks ago, didn't Barry say the Badgers should be favored by Alabama? That's how high he was on this football team. And now they're losing to Maryland. Maryland, how the mighty have fallen. Barry, I'm disappointed in the fact that you believe that fans are spoiled for simply asking for a competent football team. It's not the fact that they lost to Maryland. It's the fact they got embarrassed by Maryland at home. At home. Never have I seen a Wisconsin football team lose to a lowly team like that and get embarrassed the way that they did. Embarrassed. This is a waste of time. I don't know why Luke Fickell is still the coach. This is a complete waste of time to still have Luke Fickell be the coach.
What changes if you get rid of him right now?
This ain't good enough. If you fire Paul Chris during the season because you need to change something, then at some point you fire Luke Fickell. You got to. We're going nowhere fast. They're not building anything, Ben. They're not. Unless there's an infusion of cash where we can finally recruit kids, then maybe there'll be some hope. But at this point, he ain't developed anybody. Like this team, Wisconsin was known for developing. I understand times have changed because of the NIL, but Wisconsin was known for being able to develop guys.
There still is something to being said about bringing guys in, developing them right into
away,
your system.
Or just developing guys into the season. Maryland obviously was able to develop some people. Illinois was able to develop some people. Indiana was. Why can't Wisconsin develop? We are losing games to teams that are just average or below average. We are the bottom of the barrel in the Big Ten right now, and Barry Alvarez is saying that we're spoiled. What should we expect, Barry? What should we want? You think this is good enough? When you look at this schedule, how many wins does Barry see on this schedule? Like, I'm not
Barry. I can't speak for the Don.
So at what point are we allowed to boo? Huh? At what point? Because let me tell you something. There's a lot of boos coming because guess what? When you play Michigan in a couple weeks,
big noon kickoff, national television,
a big noon butt whooping. That's what that might be. And then you talk about Iowa. Oh, can we boo against Iowa if they lose to Iowa? What about number 1 Ohio State? Were we allowed to boo at that point? What about number 6 Oregon? At what point are we able to boo, Barry? At what point? Because right now you're looking at a football team that ain't beaten a good team in a long time.
Yeah, I had said going into Maryland, I'll continue to harp on it, is like it's hard for me to get even like frustrated and angry anymore because I've reached the broken part of this of like we're all just like what you had said. Like there is no what's next, right? Like how do you move forward from here, right? There's nothing moving in a direction that gives you optimism at all for this football program. And I'd said if they lose to Maryland, like this was unfortunately the best case scenario. Not the best case scenario.
How is this the best case scenario?
Well, if you beat Maryland by a lot, you give me reason to believe that something could be moving in the right direction. If you lose the way you did, it provides clarity. And with clarity, you could then make a plan and a decision on how you're going to get out of where you were.
No, you needed to beat Maryland because the season was going to be made on how did you compete against Oregon? How did you compete against Ohio State? But then more importantly, did you finally beat Iowa this year? Were you able to beat Minnesota this year? Those were going to be where you were going to be able to figure out where this football team was at. We're not asking to upset Ohio State like we used to ask for. We're not even asking to upset Oregon. We're simply trying to figure out where are we at in the pecking order of the Big Ten. And right now we are at the bottom of the Big Ten, and this may be the worst Wisconsin Badgers football season in 30 years, Ben. In 30-plus years, we may be witnessing the worst program that we have seen, and there is no hope for the future. It is infuriating when I see other programs that I believe have a lesser tradition be able to find a way to be in the top 25 and still compete. You can't tell me that Brett Bielema got more going on than Wisconsin got. You can't tell me Indiana should be having more going on than Wisconsin got going on. You shouldn't tell me that Maryland should be coming in to our house in Camp Randall and beating us like that. Well, I can't fathom it. And this is inexcusable for them to lose like this. And Barry shouldn't be making excuses pointing at the fans. The fans had every right to boo. And you know what? Wisconsin Badger fans should be spoiled because you built something great there, Barry. What we saw was not good. It was inexcusable. It's not the brand of football that we need to be playing here at Wisconsin.
This was brought to my attention from Riley Yauk, a great teammate of ours at ESPN Madison. Someone had tweeted on X, how can I expect to take the Big Ten seriously when this could be a 3-game stretch on your schedule? Now, I think this is a cherry pick in terms of like you could do this for a lot of things, but what makes me really sad is seeing that it says at Wisconsin Badgers, home against Purdue, and at UCLA. I don't know who the team that's going to be playing these 3 teams are, but the fact that in a tweet they are referencing the Badgers as why the Big Ten can't be taken seriously because of the opponents, the UCLA, who fired their coach, Purdue, who's at the bottom of the barrel, and us, the Wisconsin Badgers, are at the bottom of the barrel.
It's awful. And the 2 teams that you beat last year in the Big Ten, or I think you might have won 3 games last year in the Big Ten, but regardless, 2 of them were bad teams, Northwestern and Purdue. Purdue didn't win a Big Ten game last year.
They beat one good team, didn't they?
In the Big Ten last year?
Was Illinois 2 years ago?
Did they beat did they play Washington last? No, they didn't play Washington last year. I think they beat Maryland last year, right? Was it? They didn't probably play Maryland back-to-back years. I can tell you who it is. It was Rutgers. It was Rutgers. That was your win. And Rutgers, Rutgers is Rutgers.
Yeah, Rutgers is Rutgers.
So I mean those were your Big Ten wins. Those were your wins. You're up against USC. That's when we should have known that this team was falling off. Is when they were up against USC and they weren't able to hold on to the victory. So again, I'm disappointed where it's at, and I'm disappointed in Barry Alvarez because Barry Alvarez is too great to be sitting here making excuses for him. Barry, I don't want you to watch your program fall apart like this.
Well,
shameful.
It's happening, and
it didn't have to be this way. You know where I put this at, Ben? Is that according to sources, there could have been a job offer of defensive coordinator to Jim Leonhard. I might even ask for Jim Leonhard to be the coach. I think if you say Jim Leonhard, I want you to be.
Did you just use according to sources out of the blue?
Yeah, according
so
to
if that perk your ears.
According to some sources I have.
Over to the KBN Sports Desk. Do you have more sources over there?
No, Kyle Wallace has the sources.
Yeah, and Jimmy Leonard had an opportunity to potentially be a defensive coordinator, but it was offered as a co-defensive coordinator position.
Hell with that.
Well, exactly. I'm one of the top defensive coordinators in the country. You gonna come in here and make me be co-defensive coordinator with Jim Tressel, my ass?
Mike.
Or Mike? Who was it? Mike Tressel?
Yeah.
My ass. That's crazy.
It is.
And I think if Jim Leonard were still on this staff, and he probably would have a coaching job by now, I feel like at least the defensive identity would have been better, and this football program would be better for it. But instead, look at us now. We talk about trying to blame the offensive coordinator. Longo, Phil Longo.
Well, he would.
No, the air raid.
He deserves blame, but Fickle deserves blame for bringing him in.
Jeff Grimes comes in. The offensive line still sucks. The offense still sucks. So what changed? Oh, it's only been a couple games. Give him more time. Okay. Excuses everywhere.
Josh in the 262. Badger football is like me trying to get a date. No hope. No chance. I would say it's closer to Ryan Wollersheim, another producer at ESPN Madison.
No, this guy and Ryan will probably be friends.
Yeah, they should start a club together. Like a Friday hangout.
That's cool.
Boys' nights.
Yeah, boys' nights.
Boys' nights with Ryan and Josh.
Gets them no closer to getting to what they want.
Well, they don't really help themselves. It sounds like from what we know.
But no, it's just it's disappointing. It really is, and I don't know why anybody would still be making excuses for why the Badgers are so bad. And people talk about, Wisconsin was falling behind the times, and no, dude. Listen, yes, the Badgers don't have the most money. You see other programs that are falling a little bit because they don't have money, but you still got to be able to coach the guys up that you have.
Well, and also you still have to put together a product so you can go ask for money instead of being like, "Hey, can I have some money?" Well, for what?
Maryland is not good. They're not a barometer to see how successful you are. You should be able to beat Maryland.
They were 10-point favorites and lost outright.
They were 10-point favorites and they lost by 17 points.
They were down 24-3 at one point.
They lost 27-10. They lost by 17 points for 10-point favorites. They shouldn't be
27-point swing.
They shouldn't be favored the rest of the season. Maybe Washington. I don't even know how good they are now or not good. They shouldn't be favored at all the rest of the season.
Did you know, Strofe, that Kyle's going to be filling in for Hear Brad Out today?
I did not know that. No, this is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah, I wanted you to know because coming up next is a first. Hear Kyle Out with Brad Nortman out. This will be a journey. I don't know if it'll be successful, but I'm ready for it. Next.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman.
Do you think?
Nope.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Starting off with some delays along westbound 94 from about 17th Street all the way through the stadium interchange to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound's backing up from Hawley Road to about 35th. Westbound 894 slow from Forest Home all the way into the Hale interchange. Then it opens up. You're okay northbound up to the zoo. And then on southbound, we've got a little bit of a backup from Beloit Road down into the Hale interchange. Traffic is brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Rain or shine, we've got your ride covered with premium washes and free vacuums. Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat. And checking the TMJ for Storm Team forecast. Tonight, slight chance for lakeside showers, mostly cloudy, a low of 57. Tomorrow, a slight chance for a lakeside shower, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Congratulations to Homer on 20 years at Good Karma Brands.
Homer, I grew up listening to you growing up in Cedarburg, Wisconsin. Then I got the chance to run the board for your show. What I know about you, you're going to hate every bit of complimentary thing that is said about you. But I'm a big fan. You always say I'm a Homer, not an idiot. I do my best when I say I'm a Bears fan. I'm not an idiot, but obviously being a Bears fan makes me an idiot. But Homer, you're a legend. Fantastic. Always great to be around you.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Walls. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no interest for 3 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Penalty flags? Not here. Carbless is the clean play that every football fan can agree on. With 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and just 100 calories, you get all the flavor without the penalty. Whether you're tailgating outside the stadium, hosting a crew at home, or watching solo in your lucky jersey, Carbless brings premium cocktails right into the huddle. Made to be refreshingly delicious and game day ready, Carbless keeps fans cheering from kickoff to the final whistle. So this season, skip the sugar, skip the carbs, and make the winning call. Find your bliss with Carbless.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves. Are you talking about the One collection? Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart. The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment. The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's. To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You can have a strong body, a strong mind, and help provide a strong community. When you're working out at the Princeton Club, you can combine all those to find your better tomorrow. Take a simple step. No goal is too big. No goal is too small. You get a tour, and you see the clean health clubs that offer saunas, steam rooms, workout classes, personal training, the best equipment. Seriously, wherever you're at in life, if you are looking to take that step with energy and community around you to get better, the Princeton Club has it for you. So the 8 Madison locations, you got New Berlin and Milwaukee. Check out the Princeton Club for your better tomorrow. Against my better judgment, I think I'm going to have Kyle Wallace do this here, Brad out. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace with Alex Strofe running the show. No Brad Nortman, obviously, as I just mentioned.
Baby Nortman.
Baby Nortman is here. They're taking care of young baby Nortman. Shout out to the Nortman family. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. And typically, when we do hear Brad out, there's some reaction. So I'd like for you to react to hear Brad out with Kyle Wallace.
They say punters are people too.
Punters are worthy of breaking news.
No, really, that's what they say.
Raising awareness everywhere that punters are people too.
Okay, let's go to it. Time to hear from the punter. Time to hear Brad out.
All right, guys. First time trying that one out. Well, I'm going to do a little hear Brad out, hear Kyle out a little bit different here because I'm going to just let y'all know a little story time with Kyle Wallace. And I want you to hear out, I want you to learn something. Because y'all know me. Strofe, there's a button that you always hit about me spending $3. Hey, well, can you play that for me real quick?
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
I love my girl. I do. But y'all know I'm a little tight with the money sometimes. And I realized in this trip, KBN Nation is, I don't want to be cheap anymore. And so this is going to be a story. This is going to be a story about. Hear me out.
You don't want to be cheap anymore?
Listen, and I don't want to be cheap anymore, and I want to just share a little anecdote in the story about why you shouldn't be cheap either. Now, KBN Nation, y'all know I went to Lisboa, a.k.a. Lisbon, Portugal. And on my trip to Lisbon, Portugal, had to book a flight. Ben, you went to Lisbon, you book a flight, right? And when you booked your flight, Ben, they give you an option to select seats, right?
Yes.
And so I, being somebody, a seat costs money. And I'm like, we'll figure it out, right? Because, maybe I'll say, hey, we're traveling together. We should be able to get our seats together. Well, check-in came. Our seats weren't together. So you know what I did?
Nothing.
I said, I'm got a plan. I said, when we get to Jersey, I'm going to go up to the counter, and I'm going to say, hey, me and my lady are traveling together. Can we get seats together? Well, I wasn't the only one that had that idea. And by the time I got up to the man, he said, no seats, no seats. I said, okay. We going to thug this one out. I said, I'm still a young man. We're going to thug it out. I'm middle seat, she middle seat. She only 2 rows ahead of me. So I said, I'm going to thug it out. We're going to thug it out.
You're flying across the country and you wouldn't pay to sit next to your fiance.
Listen.
This is sick.
Let me finish the story. And so I walk on the plane and I see this gentleman. Gentleman's name is Harold. I'll tell you why I know his name. Harold and his lovely wife don't know her name. And I'm like, I'm between 2 people. And I knew I was in trouble. I knew I made a mistake when I asked Harold to move, and Harold could barely move his legs for me to be able to get into the middle. I said, Harold is entirely too old to be on this plane. He's entirely too old to be on this flight. Harold he was 85. You ages, you'll find out why. I'm a rightist. That's what I am, a rightist. And so as I'm sitting down on the flight, we get ready to take off. I'm in the middle trying to get comfortable between these 2 elderly folks. Who was a couple, married couple. And we take off, we up in the air, and I see Harold moving left, moving right, fidgeting, right? He's fidgeting. And I'm in the middle. Remember, I'm between
Can an 85-year-old move left and right like Kyle just did on video?
He
moving left, moving right.
He was fidgeting. I said, Harold doesn't seem very comfortable. But you know what? That's Harold's business because I mind my own business. Now, Harold continued to fidget and move around. Then he started coughing, blowing his nose. And you know something about me. My face says it all. I said, ooh. What's going on? And so I'm learning, and this middle seat thing may not be the best, but it's still early. I'm still going to give it a chance. You got to hear me out. So about maybe 45 minutes into the flight, Harold all of a sudden stops moving. I said, great, no more moving from Harold. But then it's dark. And I said, wait a minute, is Harold breathing? And so I look at the middle seat Chronicles. I looked to Harold to make sure Harold is breathing. I said, I don't know if this man is breathing. I'm thinking, did he die? This is when I got really concerned, y'all. When somebody dies, rigor mortis takes over and all the fluids go out, right? All of a sudden, I start to smell something that smells like booty. And so I'm sitting there like, oh, my Lord, I'm never doing this again. I'm sitting here like, Harold done died next to me. And so luckily, KBN Nation, Harold gets up. I'm like, great. He gets up to go to the bathroom, but I notice his seat is wet. And I said, oh, my gosh, Harold done wet. He done soiled himself sitting next to me, but thank goodness he gone. The smell done went away. Harold's gone for, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Food comes back. I'm like, Harold, keep your behind. Wherever you at, Harold, stay there because I don't want to eat having to smell this. So, I'm eating my meal, and his wife wakes up and says, food. She said, where's my husband? Where's my husband? I didn't say anything because she wasn't asking me. She was asking the flight attendant. They said, man, we don't know. I'm not an ageist. I'm just telling a story about why y'all should not be like me. I don't want to be cheap no more. And so I'm sitting in the middle. I'm minding my business. And she finally asked me, do you know where my husband is? I said, he went to the bathroom maybe about an hour ago. Hour?
You're a sick person.
What? Well, it ain't my business. And now I'm thinking maybe Harold in the bathroom
there's
gone.
a human decency component. If somebody that's old and 85 is gone for an hour, maybe you should make sure his wife knows or that
Harold pooped himself and peed himself in the seat next to me. It felt like I wasn't concerned about that. I wanted to be able to eat. The plane was delayed already. I'm eating at 11 o'clock at night. I'm not happy about that. I just want to mind my business. Harold does come back after they get him, and Harold comes back. She said, Harold, where were? He said, honey, and he sat back down and he started hyperventilating into a bag. And so now he's hyperventilating to the bag. I'm like, oh my gosh. She gives him a bag. I give him a bag. Like, here, take this. Please don't throw up on me. Everything settles down. We get settled in. Harold's breathing, so he's alive, even though he done soiled himself. But I'm sitting in the middle and I fall asleep. But then I wake up, KBN Nation. I wake up and I start feeling sick. Now I'm looking for my bag because I'm like, Harold done gave me an airborne disease. And so now I'm all concerned, and I try to get up to get some water, and I move, and
I'm so glad this happened to you.
And so here's the problem. I ask them, boom, bing. They come, they give me water. Cool. I'm like, I still don't feel right. So I say, Harold, I don't say Harold. I say, excuse me, sir. I gotta go to the bathroom. He said, huh? I said, I gotta go to the bathroom. Huh? I said, sir, I need to go. Okay? And so I gave him 15 seconds. I don't care how old he is. I got to go. So I moved past him, and guess to peep this. My blood sugar got low, so now I done passed out on the damn flight.
Passed out?
So now I'm on the ground talking about What? Now, so Harold done pooped himself. I done passed out. An old woman, she just sleeping through everything. And now I'm sitting there like, this is everybody, please stay seated on the plane. I said, sir, just give me some juice. He said, apple juice? I said, orange juice. So he gave me some juice.
You cared about what type of juice?
I needed my blood sugar to get back on, passed on the plane. I'm sitting here saying, I'm thinking about Harold dying. Now I'm dying.
Kyle, so you did this to yourself.
And so
you were so stressed about everyone else, and your frugalness led to this freak out and pass out.
This is how the story ends. This is how I'll end it here. So I
passed out on a flight to Portugal?
I sure did. I get my blood sugar got low. And so I get back, I sit in my seat the rest of the flight. We get it done. And Harold gets up. And at the end of the flight, I'm sitting in between them. Remember, I mind my business. The wife looks at Harold because she sees what I see. I see Harold get up, and I see just stained on his pants. Remember, it's daylight now. We in Portugal. You can see daylight. You can see people. I see Harold stains, but not my business. He's 85, not my business. She says, Harold, your pants. I can hear her say it. I see the pants. She see the pants, and I'm like, you know what? None of my business. None of my business. Harold, he soiled himself, lady. And so the moral of the story is this. KBN Nation, when I want you to hear me, I want you to hear this good. Don't be cheap. Buy the seats. Buy the seats. Listen, it cost me $147.
I don't care what you say. You passed out on the airplane.
$147
out of your own anxiety that wasn't even your anxiety. It was someone else.
My blood sugar got low.
We got to tell Rob Demovsky this somehow, but it's too long. Rob Demovsky is going to join us next year on Kyle Brust-Norman. I got to take a breath.
This is Kyle Brust-Nortman, KBN.
Well, the dance floor specifically. I'm still sore, man. I dance my booty off.
Well, you don't have muscles. You don't have a booty, so I don't know how you dance that. You ask your back off. Your back.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We got some backups on southbound 41 coming in from Main Street, Menominee Falls, all the way to Good Hope Road. More backups from just before Hampton down to Capitol. On the northbound side, backing up from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. Eastbound 94, just a little bit backed up from Hawley Road through the Stadium interchange to 35th. The westbound side is backing up from 17th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Traffic is brought to you by Morningstar Golfers Club. Tee it up at Morningstar Golfers Club. Championship greens, breathtaking views, and a golf experience you won't forget. Book your tee time today at golfthestar.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, a slight chance for lakeside showers, mostly cloudy, a low of 57. Tomorrow, slight chance for lakeside showers, then becoming mostly sunny, a high of 70. Weather's brought to you by The Pickler, Menominee Falls. Try all 9 indoor courts with unlimited play for 30 days, just $30. Start your trial at thepickler.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. I reclaim my outdoor space by having Comfort Awnings install a motorized retractable awning so I can enjoy the sun and get relief when I need it. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $250 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at Wish Fest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the Wish Fest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 9 to 13.1 ounce selected varieties, Old Dutch tortilla or potato chips, 2 for $5.50. 32 ounce selected varieties, International Delight Creamer, 2 for $7. 10 to 10.8 ounce selected varieties, Bird's Eye Vegetables, 4 for $5. 10.5 to 11.25 ounce selected varieties, New York Texas Toast, 2 for $5.
I am starving.
Oh no, never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
Enter by November 12th.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
There are certain organizations that can't get certain positions right. The Bears can't get a quarterback.
Bold, bald, beautiful.
I'm one small, bald man.
ESPN NFL Nation reporter Rob Demovsky.
To me, their window is now wide open.
On Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Looking good, Rob Demovsky. Great to see your face on YouTube at ESP Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Welcome to Kyle Brust and Nortman. You got Kyle back with us. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, boys?
I just found out that Kyle flew all the way to Portugal next to an 85-year-old that pooped himself, and then Kyle passed out on the flight. A lot to dissect. That was the Hear Kyle out today. So there's really no right or wrong or good or bad. It just was.
That's wrong. That's
Rob,
definitely wrong.
Yeah, Rob, it was rough. Rob, the moral of the story is go ahead and spend that extra money to buy a seat. I didn't sit next to my fiance on the plane.
He was in the middle seat. She was in the middle seat 2 rows from him. He's a 35-year-old grown man sitting away from his fiance. I was
too cheap. I really was cheap, Rob.
As a 5'7.5" guy, man, I always have to have an exit row. You know, I need that leg room, so I'm upgrading.
Short king.
And that's 5'7.5" on a good day.
Man, I didn't know that. Impressive that you got some height out of the kids. Where's the height come
from?
Both
college basketball players, yeah.
6'3" and 6'1".
Oh, my gosh.
There's plenty of mailman jokes that have been made. We don't need to go there.
Yeah, Kyle just tried to do that with his DNA.
I'm just saying, that's a big difference.
I think he knows, Kyle. There is sons. He sees them. He saw them every day growing up. He's like, this is
about
too high.
6'6" or 6'7", so it is in there.
It's in there. It's in there somewhere.
All that matters, you the man that stepped up.
Yeah, he's doing the Sharpie on the heads, and he's like, wait. How come this keeps going higher now? Huh?
This kid's gonna pass me up. He's only 7.
Rob, I don't know how much I want to re-legislate Sunday, but I guess I do want to go to the fact that I think that Matt LaFleur is the biggest culprit. Jordan Love made an inexcusable decision, but how do you not understand that Jordan Love made a poor decision at the end of the third quarter, snapping the ball and getting sacked? How do you not understand that clearly with your makeshift offensive line that the pressure was continuing to come? Putting the ball in his hands in that spot to throw it when you finally have an elite defense, I feel like is a huge mistake.
Yeah. Well, let's take those two, Ben, because I here's what I thought at the end of the third quarter. I looked up at the play clock on the scoreboard and the regular clock and realized that they didn't have to run a play. So I got up and went to the bathroom because I thought that was the end of the quarter. And I wanted to beat the in between the quarter rush to the restroom. I get into the restroom. All of a sudden, I hear this cheer, and I hear the PA announcer say, "Jordan Love sacked for minus whatever." And I was like, "What? Why did they run a play?" I mean, that was a bad game management decision. That's on the head coach. The one thing about that the interception play, I go back and forth on this because I feel like if they would have run the ball on, 3rd and 3. They were getting nowhere all game. I felt like we probably, or some people probably would have criticized LaFleur for not putting his foot on the gas and playing sort of not to lose instead of win. I say this. I think the quarterback somehow has to be able to see the safety there. He just has to.
Would you rather be criticized for not stepping on the throat with a victory, or be criticized because you put the ball in a situation where he was uncomfortable all game and you have a defense? Yeah. And to your point about like stepping on the throat, they have Joe Flacco. He hadn't gone the distance for a touchdown all game.
Yeah, I get it. I understand that side of it. I really do. But you could see on that play, even though Jordan was not pressured really at all, he felt like pressure was coming. And he, I don't want to say he panicked or whatever, but he definitely got rid of it quickly because I think he thought there was going to be pressure and there wasn't. And look, I mean, I just think in that situation, I know maybe it wasn't the greatest play call, but to me, I think your quarterback just can't. I mean, you just have to be able to not throw the ball there. You have to be able to see where you're going. I just my opinion, but I think that's a little bit more on the quarterback than the coach.
Jordan, run! I mean, yeah, I would be running too. So when you look at this game here, and I think the Green Bay Packers can rebound, but are you concerned at all about the Packers rebounding and still being the team that we thought they were after the first 2 weeks, where we were all talking about that championship window, but now this loss to the Browns, does it kind of temper those expectations?
I still think they're a really, really good team. I do think in the short term, there is significant concern about the offensive line. Zach Tom sounds like almost certainly not going to play. Aaron Banks, I mean, he was riding the bike at practice today along with Zach Tom. So, I mean, I don't think that's a great sign, although Dallas's defense is, let's face it, not very good. So I think they'll be okay there in the short term, but they could have short-term troubles there. But I still think over the long term, this is still a really good championship caliber football team. And every team or most teams have a stinker at some point during the year against a team, I mean, that you should not lose to. I mean, I remember the undefeated 13-0 Packers team going to Kansas City and losing to a terrible Kansas City team that had just fired their coach the week before in 2011. Was it 90? I know we're going back a long way, but the 97 season they lost to an 0-10 Colts team on their way to the Super Bowl. So I mean, blank happens. It does happen, but you don't feel great about it at the time. But I don't think it's a season killer by any means.
Rob Demovsky joining us here on Kyle Bruston Nortman. Rob, I agree that it's not season killing, but it's worth bringing up that on first down in the playoff game against San Francisco, Jordan Love made a poor decision. Yeah. Now, injuries were rumored to be part of the decision-making, but against the Lions last year at Lambeau Field, he threw an inexplicable pick six. There was a different game that I'm blanking on where he threw another pass that was like, whoa, what just happened? So just like there's just a weird thing because he's a good quarterback. He's still got a great passer rating. He's good in QBR, but it's just like I don't know how to put my finger on the decision making because it's pretty good, but then it's just very random. It's at random.
Yeah. I think that's a really good way to put it. He doesn't have a problem. I don't think he's got an interception problem like Favre did. I mean, I think Favre legitimately had an interception problem, and it was because he just thought he could throw any pass at any time, anywhere. I don't think that's necessarily Jordan's situation, but I mean, I'm telling you, as great as we all thought Favre was, and I think we all probably did, I'll never forget that interception-filled game in St. Louis when he threw 6 of them. He threw 6 interceptions in a playoff game at St. Louis. I think they lost like 45-17, and 2 of them were returned for a touchdown. And I remember they took Favre out with a few minutes left in the game, and I remember him sort of half-jokingly, but probably half-seriously saying, I probably could have thrown another 1 or 2 if they'd have left me in there. So, I mean, even the greats do it.
Yeah, Rob, moving forward, you talked a little bit about the offensive line. Where does this offensive line reshuffle at, right? Because I know Morgan didn't play too great out there. Walker obviously going against Myles Garrett. What does this offensive line look like going into Dallas on Sunday?
Yeah, Kyle, it sounds like from what Matt LaFleur said that it will be Anthony Belton at right tackle, and it'll be Belton from the right tackle at the get-go. They've had 4 guys play right tackle in 3 games. I mean, Zach Tom, Darian Kennard, who they traded for from Philly right before the season, Jordan Morgan and Anthony Belton. Assuming that neither Tom nor Banks goes, Kyle, it would assume it would be Morgan at left guard and Belton at right tackle. And Jordan Morgan, look, I mean, I know he's a first-round pick, and he's been, I would think it's safe to say he's been a little bit of a disappointment, if not a lot bit of a disappointment.
Oh,
but they've done him no favors by moving him around. In fact, Matt LaFleur finally acknowledged that on Monday, that maybe they've slowed his progress by, forcing him to play. I used this example, I think it was with Balaga the other day, or maybe it was, I can't remember who it was with, but, Rasheed Walker, we all think is serviceable to above average left tackle, right? Well, he's only played left tackle since he's been here. Like, he didn't have to play right guard. He didn't have to learn left guard. He didn't have to play right tackle. He played left tackle basically since he's been here. And, I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence that he's had what I guess I don't think they'll re-sign him, but I think you'd call that a successful run here as a starter.
Rob, but
because
think about wait a minute.
He played one position.
But a lot of guys on offense, when you're talking about a center and Jenkins that has played literally all the positions, he's played every position on the offensive line. You're talking about Sean
that's
Ryan.
Rare.
But rare. Sean Ryan played center as well a little bit for the Green Bay Packers. And correct me if I'm wrong. Did Zach Tom play? Did he only play tackle, or did they try him at center? Or did
I
he have to
think
take some
when we
snaps?
first got here, in practice, I'm pretty sure that he played some center. I don't know if he ever did it in a game. The other thing too is this all started because they moved Elton Jenkins to center, and Elton has not played how anyone thought he would at center either. Like if they don't sign Aaron Banks, leave Elton at left guard where he's a multiple time Pro Bowler, and either find another center or go with Josh Myers again. Like, they're not in this situation. I think you weaken two positions essentially by moving Elton Jenkins to center, at least for the short term.
I hope Aaron Banks can get healthy and show who the player that he really is. But it's been unfortunate for the Green Bay Packers, and Jordan Love paid the price, and the team paid the price on Sunday.
As Rob Demovsky's here, one more for you, Rob. As I know you're a busy man, the Dallas defense sucks. How do you see them exploiting that defense? Like, is it with the offensive line? Like, it's hard for me to figure out how they're going to do it, because I know Josh Jacobs, I saw a stat, has like 96% yards after contact, which is to me an encouraging sign that if you get an offensive line and he's able to continue those numbers and he's not getting hit before the line of scrimmage, he'll get more yards. But he's not finding his way in their makeshift offensive line. You've missed Jaden Reed. Tucker Kraft is there, but there's no continuity on this offense.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, even though they can't run the ball, Love has still had a really high passer rating off play action, which is kind of funny because the run game is almost non-existent. So you wouldn't think play action would work very well. But maybe that's where it starts this week, and maybe they can get the run game going. Look, if I'm the Packers, I realize the protection issues are a big problem, but to me, a lot of the problem is solved if you can start running the ball like you did last year with Jacobs and the way they blocked. And to me, that's if I'm trying to force something, and I don't know if coaches do this in football, but if I'm trying to force something, I'm forcing the run game this week.
Well, Rob, we appreciate the time, and now you made me think. They were 52% of the time running the football last year. Through 3 weeks, I'd be curious what they are, and I'll get my brain on that one.
I'm sure we can find that.
Yeah, we can do that. Thank you, Rob.
All right, guys, we'll be seeing you.
That's Rob Demovsky of ESPN. He's the NFL Nation reporter for the Packers. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, and Alex Strofe running the show, and something that is homegrown right here and is always good is Connie's frozen pizza. Palermo's Pizza has so many different brands, but if you're looking for a deal, September 10th through the 30th at Metro Market and Pick and Save, you can get the Connie's frozen pizza with the cornmeal dusted crust, the natural ingredients, BOGO sale at Pick and Save and Metro Market stores. You can enjoy pizzeria quality without those pizzeria prices. Stock up. This buy one, get one deal is valid through the end of the month. Go to your local Pick and Save and Metro Market stores. So glad we gave away some free Pizza Fridays on Friday. We got those back running, so make sure you stay tuned on Friday to win your Palermo's prize pack. Palermo's. Find it in your local grocer's freezer. Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe. We wrap up not the ESPN Wisconsin portion. We're with 94.5 the rest of the way. Yes, Kyle?
I tried to do some quick research. It looks like it might be 50% and 50%.
50%, 50%?
Yeah. according to teamranking.com, which I don't know how credible they are.
Well, we know Kyle is not credible at looking at the right blogs and
Probably
websites.
looking at 1924.
Yeah, probably the wrong year.
19? You mean 1925, you imbecile?
Yeah, bad on you, too.
I thought we were comparing them to last year.
We
know what last year was.
He wasn't listening.
I was listening.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, he didn't listen good enough. Well enough. I don't know. Next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a tool. My name is Ben Brust, and I'm a tool.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Congratulations to Homer on 20 years at Good Karma Brands.
I'd like to thank you all for coming today. I'll be reading from a prepared statement. Hey, Homer! 20 years since Craig made the best decision he's ever made, and he's made a bunch. It's been my pleasure to work with you and to call you my friend. How have you been so good at this for so long without really pissing anybody off? Stay in that sweet spot, and remember, we apologize for nothing. On that note, could you please get Brian Bulaga to stop saying especially?
Kick off your game day with a shine. Stop by Tsunami Express Car Wash now with 7 convenient locations across greater Milwaukee, including the brand new location in New Berlin. The best part, your very first wash is absolutely free when you sign up online. That's a $25 value on us. At Tsunami Express, you'll enjoy premium washes that protect your car, plus free vacuums and detailing tools to keep your ride looking spotless inside and out. Fast, easy, and always looking its best. Roll into the game feeling confident and clean. Claim your free wash today at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Homestead High School's Connor Pangalo. In Homestead's 42-7 win over Whitefish Bay on Thursday, Pangalo had 12 carries for 67 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. On top of that, he would later take a 93-yard kick return to the house for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Through 4 games, Pangalo has led the Highlanders to an undefeated record with 690 yards and 10 touchdowns. Pangalo is in his senior year and is also an all-conference baseball player. Congrats to Connor Pangalo, your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Turn those hoop dreams into reality with Precision Sports, your one-stop shop in southeastern Wisconsin for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator basketball hoop systems. Installation of new or old hoops and completely customizable painted court lines. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Crispy chicken tenders are now at Cousin's Subs. Enjoy them with your favorite dipping sauce, or try them in one of our 2 new subs, Classic Crispy Chicken or Bold Buffalo Ranch Crispy Chicken. Both served on our fresh baked bread, made with quality you can taste. But hurry, these crispy favorites are only here for a limited time. Order in store, online, or on the app today. Cousin's Subs. We believe in better.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Cold plunges, better sleep, a gym buddy. How do you know what has the biggest impact for an active body and mind? With BetterHelp, you can talk with real, qualified therapists, not AI. With a 4.9-star rating, BetterHelp understands mental wellness shouldn't be tougher than a workout. Their therapists can figure out what's best for you. And yeah, it might involve a cold plunge. Visit BetterHelp.com, code TIMEOUT for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com, code TIMEOUT.
Catholic Memorial Football.
Barreling towards the end zone, and he's in! Isaac Miller!
The Crusaders visit Wauwatosa West this Friday.
All the way into the end zone! Camden Shumpert!
Crusaders football is brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associates. Watch Friday at 7 exclusively on the live video stream at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Truck crash? Call Gruber offices. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
And Kyle Wallace, no Brad Nortman. Alex Strope's running the show. Kyle Wallace passed out on the way to Portugal.
Bro, my blood sugar was low.
How do you know it was your blood sugar?
I don't mean to dive into your health too much. Are you diabetic?
No, my blood sugar was low. I didn't have, and then when you're up in the air like that, if you don't have it compounds everything because the
You're
oxygen.
not a doctor.
Dude, this is not my first time where this happened. And yes, I will be going to the doctor.
Slow down.
This happened once before. I think I said it. It happened in 2014 when I was going to Brazil. It's about these Portuguese-speaking countries got me passing out.
Was Harold Portuguese, the old 85-year-old next to you?
No, white guy from the East Coast.
Again, this is what you get for all the times that you've been frugal.
It burned me. It doesn't burn me too often, but it burned me this time. And I just remember baby girl asking, "Oh, where are our seats at?" And I said, "Oh, we're gonna take."
What did she say
when I told her I passed out?
No, when you told her that you weren't sitting together.
She's marrying me, so she understands what she's dealing with. It was too late. I couldn't pay for it. It was too late. I couldn't even pay for anything. It was over.
Why didn't you do it when you booked the flight?
Because it cost too much money. I'm paying $90 for a seat. It's too high.
Wait, so you're not going to do that next time?
You're
not gonna learn your lesson.
We're gonna figure something out. When we book it,
there's no figuring something out.
I'm not.
You're gonna try and do we're together. Can you put us together
for the honeymoon?
And
I know that.
I actually think I'm probably gonna call
the first class.
I paid.
Oh, well, your checks is bigger than mine.
Well, it's called investing in somebody that I love and care about.
Yourself. Got it.
At the time. Now we have joint bank accounts. It's all the same thing.
So, no, I learned my lesson. On the way back, guess what? I paid $147 for both of us to be able to sit next to each other, combined. And it was money well spent. I was happy. She made sure I got a lot of juice. She was telling the people, he needs juice.
He passed out on the way here.
She didn't share my business like that today. They didn't need to know all that.
They probably should have.
No. And you know what's crazy? After that did happen, they were very caring. And then I was laying on the ground because I was like, I need time. And they were like, sir, it's probably not safe for you to be here. I'm like, dang, just like that? I felt very filthy. Very filthy.
Yeah, laying on the floor
in
of
the bag. It was in a bag, yeah, very filthy. But
when you say in the back,
like were they the kitchen area?
Why? I thought you passed out when you hopped over. Harold.
No. I walked towards the back, towards the people because I needed some more. I needed juice, and I passed out
because your blood sugar was low. That's right.
No, this is not a joking matter. You shouldn't be making fun of my health condition of low blood sugar.
Kyle, go to a doctor.
Dude, I'm going to go to a doctor. I'm fine. It's happened before. I told you I'm fine.
Yeah, that's
the thing. It's very abnormal for you to pass out on a flight.
Google it. If your blood sugar gets low on a plane, will you pass out? It's not something that happens every day. I was out I felt myself falling. I was fine. I knew everything that was happening. I was fine. I panicked for maybe 5 seconds.
Every result that pops up is about
diabetes. I don't have because you're not asking the right questions. You
sound really defensive right now.
Because he's saying I got diabetes. I don't have diabetes.
Hypoglycemia?
Yeah, my blood count got low. That's what happened. I'm not diabetic. Though diabetes does run in my family. But I'm not diabetic. My blood count
You're giving yourself every reason to go to the doctor.
Non-diabetic hypoglycemia is a very rare condition, which is low blood glucose in people who do not have diabetes.
There it is. Thank you. Thank you. I had an instance. The plane.
So if you hear that, he has self-diagnosed himself as the very rare person.
Hypoglycemia can occur in non-diabetic individuals during flights due to factors like cabin pressure changes affecting insulin pumps, missed meals, excessive alcohol, or strenuous activity.
Missed meals.
What time was your flight at?
Oh my gosh, we were supposed to take off at like 8:30. We didn't take off till
PM
like
or AM?
PM.
Did you eat all day?
I had a little snack, not a lot though. Airport food is expensive.
Did you drink?
No, I don't drink a liquor.
You hear that? Airport food's expensive. Yeah, it's his fault. All of this is his fault.
I admit I should have ate more, and I probably should have had more fluids. But airport water is filthy too.
You know how I told Brad before right before Baby Nortman came?
What did you tell Brad?
I need you to grow a backbone.
Whoa.
I need you to actually stand by your word.
What?
You did this whole thing about passing out and being next to Harold in the middle seat
I'm not spent the money.
because you were like, I'm I'm gonna change. I'm not gonna be cheap.
I am changing.
In this same segment, you said for the honeymoon, you're not gonna spend the money. You're gonna go try and butter up the front gate agent and see if you can get together on the seat. And I hope that it backfires again because you're not gonna learn from the lesson. You're not gonna stand by your word.
No. I'm gonna call before we get on the plane. I'm gonna say, hey, it's.
And I'm gonna call the airline and say he's too cheap to buy the seat. Don't give him
flight risk.
I don't know why y'all joking about this because you shouldn't joke. Not a joking matter. Okay. Thank you very much.
You are actually a flight risk. You've been passing out.
2 times in 10 years.
You let an 85-year-old go missing from his wife next to you for an hour.
I'm not his caretaker. I'm not anybody. Listen, if he had a problem, he should have hit the life alert button.
Randy in a dump truck. You got something on a hypoglycemia?
Hey, Kyle, get that checked out. My daughter had that, and it was from lack of eating, and she kind of went into a semi-coma, and we took her down to Children's, and it wasn't good for a little bit there. So, yeah, buddy, get that taken care of. Even though you are a Packer fan, I don't want to see you any harm come to you.
Thank you, Randy, for giving Kyle the advice that he needs. I mean, it took Randy, somebody close in his life, to go through something, and it sounds like she's okay. I'd rather you get ahead of this so the honeymoon doesn't come and then something catastrophic happens.
I was able to fly back. I just need to make sure that I drink my juices, and I need to make sure I eat.
Hey, you do this to me all the time, buddy. We care about you. See a doctor.
Oh, I'm going to see a doctor. I go, they told me to come every other year.
That screams I'm not going to see a doctor.
That screams I'm not going to see a doctor.
I'm going to see a doctor. I'll be okay, fellas. I've only passed out once before on a plane. Never before outside of a plane, though. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We agree.
I don't know what to tell you, man. You won't get out of your own way. You just won't.
I know this is your fault. What are we talking about here? We're spending too much time focused on my health. My health is phenomenal.
Actually, you know what? You know how Kyle's fiance says you guys should be nicer to Strofe. Like he's had a heart condition. Be nice to him.
Stop it.
I think I might have to take it easy on Kyle. I can't be the one to have him be passing out on the show and then it comes back on me.
I drink enough.
Can you sign a waiver? Coming into the show
I eat good most days. Actually, I spent money on lunch today because I had to eat.
Man, it's all about money. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's capitalism, baby. I'm a capitalist.
That's the hardest Appleman laughed in a long time while he's sorting apples. So congratulations, Kyle. You helped Appleman get through a sorting apples day. Heading to Jacobson Orchards, Appleman's Orchard, Saturday morning. We're going to do some apple and pumpkin picking.
With the baby.
Oh,
she's going to have a good time.
She's going to have a blast. And then it's a bye week for the Badgers, so my Saturday can't be ruined. How about that? Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe. Don't go anywhere. We're back in 2 minutes.
The show that never ends.
A little bit heavy on southbound 43 coming in from just south of Good Hope Road down past Silver Spring, back on the brakes from Capitol Drive, all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Those delays stretch all the way down to the KK River crossing. Westbound 94, slow out of the Marquette to about Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound has got backups from 84th Street to 35th. And then on northbound 43, just a little bit tight from before Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up and around North Avenue. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, slight chance for lakeside showers, mostly cloudy with the low of 57. Tomorrow, slight chance for lakeside shower again, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 70. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, siding, windows, or bath project during their fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward plate, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
He is Kyle Wallace. It's good to have you back. Did you hear Strofe do any of the 414 intros?
I did not. It was too late in the night.
Don't go listen back. They're rough.
Oh,
It's
no.
the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
Sounds like a just like a white guy from Green Bay.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
With a raspy rock band type style voice.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a poser. He's not a 414 boy. He's a 920 boy.
I'm a 414 boy now.
Yeah, I really felt it there. I don't know, you, Kyle.
You like the 414?
I do like the 414.
Look at you. Look at you.
Love it here.
Yeah.
Change your area code.
This is home. I'm not going to change my phone number.
Why don't people do that? I mean, I've had the same phone number for years.
That's why people
why
don't do that.
It's a pain in the butt.
Is it?
Benny's still got an Illinois area code. He's telling me to change my area code.
That is true.
That is true.
Mr. Illinois.
Yeah, and you've gotten multiple
Actually,
phones.
don't want that.
Oh, wow. You're going to think about changing it? And then people can't text you and message you.
No, I don't want to go through the hassle.
The hassle of what? You only get the people, oh, well, you're in business, and that's too much.
Too much.
You know, you're
Ooh, I
MC.
could get a personal. I don't need a second phone. I'm not Adam Schefter.
Yeah, what would you get a personal line for?
I got 2
phones, one for the
plug and one for the load.
He don't know no idea.
Listen, he ain't a 414 boy like you, Strophy. He ain't a 414.
You got him there.
Yeah, I know what you guys are talking about.
Kevin Gates, baby.
Ben Bruss, Kyle Wallace, and 414 Strofe back there running the show.
He earned it now.
You, KBN Nation, at 800-990-3776. Oh, yeah, that's my favorite song. Yeah.
My favorite song.
This is my favorite song.
He got 2 phones for different reasons than when you want 2 phones.
Okay. Is this appropriate?
Ring. I mean, it's always appropriate.
Would I play an inappropriate song, Ben?
I'm just making
He has
sure.
one phone for the ladies and one phone for work.
Wow. So stereotypical. It's a rap song. And he goes, is this appropriate?
Yeah. It really, you see, you get it. You get it.
Yeah, who's the 414 boy now?
Look, when have I ever claimed to be a city guy? I've been a suburban white guy my whole life.
Yeah, I guess. You have been. You don't run from it, Mr. What do they call it? Guest.
Member guest.
Member guest. Yeah, I don't even know what it's called because I've never been invited.
I learned what a member guest was from Ben.
Me too. I didn't know what that was. Member guest. People just say
it's just country club stuff.
Exactly, but you say member guest like we all know. Yeah, at a member guest, I hurt my wrist.
Yeah, guess what? Never been to a country club.
Oh, wow. Now that's... I've even been to a country club now.
Well, I have for like work events. That's it.
The help.
I'm there to assist the setup.
God, come on, don't kill him like that.
That's
mean.
I've been invited. I mean, I ain't a part of one, but I've been invited a couple times to get a little bite to eat.
Oh,
dang, Strofe.
Don't do him like that.
I mean, he's almost 30. He ain't been invited once.
You should apply. You should you should go tour one.
That's actually a great idea.
You should go tour one. Like, you could be a member. It's over here in the Milwaukee
I'll
area.
wear a polo and like wear a sweater tied around my neck. Very preppy.
They could tell you're a poser.
Wear my khakis.
They could smell
they
the
would
broke
see
from a
right
mile
through
away.
you.
I said, what is this kid doing? Where's the hidden camera at? This got to be a joke, right? Who you asking?
This
Coocher?
is punked. I'm getting punked.
Got to be. Gotta be.
You could name like if we did a power ranking of the top 5 places Alex doesn't belong. Country club's somewhere high up there.
What I want to know right now is I feel like for our show, I would say Wednesday at 2:30 is the halfway point. So we're over the hump, as Kyle would say, in terms of the 5 days of a show. We're over halfway. I think it's time that you could say, hey, they played the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday.
Yeah, we can turn the corner and focus on the Dallas Cowboys.
What do you need to see? Because they're coming off a loss, which we all know, and they're playing a really bad defense. What do you need to see?
See, I still believe in this football team, but when I think about this game against the Dallas Cowboys, after coming off a rough loss to those Cleveland Browns, it just sounds weird saying it. The Green Bay Packers don't need to just win this game because when you look at it, the Green Bay Packers should win this football game. Like, you say they're going against the Cleveland Browns, but it's different. The Cleveland Browns actually have a good defense, and they're able to stifle you and able to find a way to be successful. The Cowboys don't have a very good defense. Their offense has had their spurts, but they're not a very good offense. The Green Bay Packers will win this football game, but it's not just about winning. It is about absolutely dominating this football game. You have an elite defense that will for surely slow down the offense that the Dallas Cowboys have.
Surely?
Without a doubt in my mind, the Dallas Cowboys, when they're scoring, will probably be garbage time points, just like you saw with the Commanders and the Lions. The defense is going to shut down the Cowboys' offense, especially a CeeDee Lamb-less Cowboys' offense. So when I look at this football team, I want to see a score of 35-10, 42-something. You saw exactly what the Baltimore Ravens were able to do. The Ravens lost week 1. They went against Cleveland, and they blew them out. That's what I want to see. I want to see what the Lions did against the Chicago Bears. They lost against us, the Packers, week 1, and what they do against the Bears. They blew them out. I expect the Green Bay Packers to go to Dallas and absolutely blow out the Dallas Cowboys because it is so important that they reestablish who they are. They got to reestablish to themselves that they are still a Super Bowl contending football team, and that starts with not just beating the Dallas Cowboys, but absolutely throttling the Dallas Cowboys. This should be a dismantling of the Dallas Cowboys come Sunday against the Cowboys. So I fully expect not just a victory, I expect them to reestablish exactly who they are because we can be upset about this loss, but all it takes is one win like this where you destroy a team where everybody says, okay, that was just a bump in the road. That is not who this team is.
So I guess the interesting part to me is that you keep saying is reestablishing who they are. Who they were was an elite defense with a good offense.
Oh, they scored 27 points in 2 games. Stop it. Both games. Stop it. Don't just say, good. No. They were a very good offense. Very good offense.
I have let you speak so much today that you need to calm down.
I'm a calm down.
I'm just saying, is it unfair based off what they've done offensively and after playing the Browns and not looking that great with their offensive line, maybe missing Zach Tom and Aaron Banks? Like, I just don't. I don't want the Kyle setting too high of expectations. But the problem is I understand why expectations should be high for this offense. You know why? Because the Bears dominated them. The Lions dominated them. Excuse me.
Not the Giants.
The Giants dominated them. The Giants and the Bears dominated this Dallas defense.
Russell Wilson and Caleb Williams look like stars. And
Russell just got benched. I believe NFC Player of the Week was Caleb Williams.
Yeah, because of the defense.
The potential for the Packers to do what you're saying is there. I don't know if I'm willing to commit to saying they're going to score 35 points.
No, they need to. This needs to be an impressive victory. It has to be.
They need to. It has to be. Why?
It has to be because you have to make a statement.
If you win 27-7, that's not a big enough statement for you? What statement do you need? If they win the football game and get to week 5 bye and get healthier, that's more important than looking sexy.
Looking sexy is something that you want to do. When you see teams teams put up points the way they do, it makes you change the perception of them, but also gives you confidence that we are an elite football team. I still believe this Green Bay Packers football team is an elite football team, despite the loss that they had against the Cleveland Browns. Elite football teams are able to bounce back in great fashion, and that is exactly what I expect the Green Bay Packers to do. The offense laid a complete egg. The offensive line couldn't block anybody. Now they need to change those misfortunes they had on Sunday, and they need to change that against the Dallas Cowboys. So again, if the Green Bay Packers score 27 points, cool. I mean, I'll still be happy with a victory, but I want to make sure it is dominating. I want to see us run up the score. I want to see us just have a good time partying down in Dallas while we're running up a score against the Cowboys. That's what I want to see.
You're asking for a perfect offensive game.
No, I'm asking for us. I'm simply asking for us to score the points that the Giants scored. I'm simply asking for us to score the points that the Bears scored.
Didn't we just go through this scenario last week of like Joe Flacco and the Packers should handle it, and it was a 10-0 football game. They were in a position to win, and you're thinking, go ahead and get out. You can't. You're going into every game with the highest expectations for your team that you're only going to be disappointed right now based off what they showed you in the first two games.
Yeah, I will be. If the Green Bay Packers sneak out, if they can barely beat the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night.
But when you say barely, I think they win, and I think they win handily based off that defense and based off not having CeeDee Lamb. Dak's been better.
So what's wrong with setting high expectations for this offense to actually have a big offensive output? You even just said they were good, right? Even though I believe they're a very, very good offense, you just called them good. If they scored 40 points against the Dallas Cowboys, you wouldn't be talking about, oh, they're just good. You say, oh, damn, that offense put up a lot of points.
They could still be good because other teams that suck below them were able to do that. It's doing it against a team like the Browns, not putting up 40, but having an offensive performance that you can be proud of. That would make me more impressed than putting up 40 against the Cowboys because we know crap teams can do that already.
If crap teams can do it, I expect us to do it as well. Don't lower the bar. You raise the bar, and that's what the Green Bay Packers need to do on Sunday.
They needed to raise the bar against a good defense with a good front seven. That's more important to me to learn.
I get it, but that's not what we have coming up on Sundays, right? The task at hand is the Dallas Cowboys that don't have a very good defense. And so with that, I expect for them to run up the score like I have seen other teams do against the Dallas Cowboys these last 2 weeks. We should do nothing different. But then also, when I'm talking about what I compare this team to, I put them in a class with the Bills. I put them in a class with the Lions. I put them in a class with the Ravens. And those teams have all destroyed bad football teams. And the Green Bay Packers are playing a bad football team that does not have a defense that is as good as the Browns defense. They're not facing that on Sunday. So I expect for them to put up points like other teams have and like elite football teams have done as well. If you want to be talking about this team as a Super Bowl contender, you want to talk about this team being elite, well, they need to have
the Lions blew out so many teams. Did they win a Super Bowl?
Dude, okay, yeah, but you can't predict everything. But what we do know is that nobody will sit here and say, especially after 3 weeks now, that the Lions still are an elite offense. They wouldn't say that. They won't say that.
You did after week one.
I did not say it wasn't an elite offense. I said their team is going to be perfectly fine. The Green Bay Packers just shut down an elite offense to show you how good the defense is. So all I'm saying is that the Packers want to be in the conversation with the teams that are in Super Bowl contention. They need to handle business like those teams do against bad teams. Beat the hell out of them. So that's what I expect.
Joe, do you care about this whole style points thing? I think with where this team is at right now, I think this whole win 40-7 is a little ridiculous.
Would I love to see it?
Absolutely.
Of course. Would I be upset if we don't see it? Not necessarily, unless that results in a loss.
Correct. I mean, there's so many variables going on with where they're at in week 4 heading into a bye.
The one thing I do like about
this serves, look, we trust the defense. They've proven that through all 3 games. You can trust this defense to shut down anybody. We saw it against Detroit. We saw it against Washington. Obviously, Cleveland's offense is not a world beater, but they held their own and certainly brought them to a halt. The Dallas offense is solid. Now, they'll be without CeeDee Lamb and their left guard, Tyler Booker, the rookie, their first-round pick. So, slow them down, fine. But I would like to see some sort of a get-right game for this offense. I didn't think Love was awful. He wasn't great on Sunday against Cleveland, but it's a get-right game for him. Josh Jacobs hasn't been very good this year through 3 games. He just hasn't been. He's averaging less than 3 yards a carry. Average less than 2 yards a carry and 16 carries against Cleveland. I'd like to see him get going a little bit. So there are things I want to see, but it doesn't need to be a 40-7 blowout to answer your question.
Kyle, take your prediction to the bank, please.
Yep. take my predictions to the bank, and the bank I'm taking it to is Citizens Bank. And I want you to be able to work with a great bank like that. I was just on the Citizens Bank app when I was in Lisbon, and I was just simply enjoying all the functionalities that they have there, looking at my CD account as well, seeing how my money is building up. And you can do that as well with the Citizens Bank. Whether you're in America or wherever you are, you're able to access that Citizens Bank app. And also the great thing about Citizens Bank is that they are there when you need them, right? They're ready for you, right? So whether or not you're, going with friends to Citizens Bank, or whether you're trying to get a pre-approval, or whether you're talking about them, they are a great place to go to make sure that you have no last-minute surprises, but you have a team that supports you. So again, whether you're buying, refinancing, or just starting a dream, check out Citizens Bank, WI.bank. That's Citizens Bank, WI.bank. Again, that's Citizens Bank, WI.bank, because that's banking where you belong with Citizens Bank.
We will have Barstool Big Cat, who has a strong ties, obviously, as a graduate to the University of Wisconsin. He put something out that made me feel sad because it just is everything that I'm feeling. But he's going to join us because I got a sales pitch for him to help get some money to the program. We're going to help Barstool Big Cat bring money, not necessarily from him, but from somebody else, to the Badger football program. We'll have Homer after that, so a whole lot more to get to. Kyle Bruston-Nortman.
This is Kyle Bruston-Nortman.
You know Italian. What do you mean?
You know Italian?
You do know Italian.
Yeah, he's right.
Oui. That's French, but you had gelato.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound 41, going to be a slow ride heading in from about Main Street in Menominee Falls down past Good Hope Road. You're back on the break south of Appleton Avenue down to Capitol. Northbound's backed up from Mayfair Road up past Burleigh. And southbound 43, well, that's backed up from Capitol Drive down through the Marquette all the way down to the KK River. The northbound side's backed up out of the Kilbourne Avenue area up to North Avenue. Traffic is brought to you by Dick & Schroff Heating and Cooling, now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Join a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. Apply today at dickandschroff.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, slight chance for a lakeside shower, mostly cloudy with a low of 57. Tomorrow, slight chance for lakeside showers again, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 70. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Chris Canty.
It's the 16th game where they've lost after having a lead of a touchdown or more in the second half since 2020. It's an embarrassment. What that stat tells me is no lead is safe with the Baltimore Ravens. And how is that not a reflection on John Harbaugh? We sit here and talk about everybody else with the Ravens, how much pressure is on Lamar and Derrick Henry, 3 consecutive games where he's had a fumble. And yet John Harbaugh skates on all of the criticism because we know the organization is functional and they don't make rash decisions in terms of pivoting off of quality head coaches. And let me be clear about this aspect of it. I'm not saying that John Harbaugh is not a good coach. I think he's one of the finest coaches in the NFL. I do question whether or not this group of men can get to where they want to go with John Harbaugh leading them.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Just let me cry a little bit longer. I ain't gonna smile if I don't want to.
What up, KBN Nation? We're still in September. You know what that means. The kids are back in schools. Vacations are basically over for a lot of us, and that means one thing. It's time to refocus on your house. And fall is the perfect season to tackle those home improvement projects before the weather turns cold in your windows. If they're old, if they're drafty, if they're just plain inefficient, guess what? Now is the time to finally do something about it because Universal Windows Direct has an incredible September offer for you. You have time to catch this. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no limit. Whether you need 4, you need 14, you only pay for half of them. And peep this, you get 0% financing for 3 whole years. Plus, you'll get $500 off your entire home improvement project when you schedule. Now, I'm telling you, there's no better deal and there's no better team than the team at Universal Windows Direct because they make it easy. Call them today at 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to book your free estimate today. With this deal and this time, you'll be ahead of the game. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
That's Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust. We got Alex Strofe running the show. UKBN Nation can get us on the Carbless Talking text line 800-990-3776. Less is more. Now, Rob has sparked something in my head now on the Carbless Talking text line. DJ Strofe. There was a rumor going around that I think
DJ Strofe
that you were thinking about putting together a song.
Like what, 2 weeks
and ago? I was just wondering, I'm now just curious if there's an update.
Well, my efforts have been stretched a little thin because, as you guys know, I'm a hit songwriter these days. So I have been roped into an exclusive project I can't really say much about yet.
What
is that?
I can't really say much yet. I will be able to soon.
Is it for Kyle Brust and Nortman?
Not exclusively.
Oh, I feel like I know
stepping out on us.
Yeah, are you? No. It will.
It's okay.
It will make its debut on KBN.
Well, I'm trying to think of people who would ask you to make music, and I know. Are you making music with Giannis's brother, or Thanasis' brother, the one that makes music, or maybe his mother?
Oh, Veronica. Veronica does make music. That's true.
Yeah.
No, it has nothing to do with the Antetokounmpo family.
I'm trying to think.
You're on the right path, though.
Don't tell him that.
You're not.
Send him on the wrong path.
You should not be making a new Bucks anthem. You should not be making a Bucks anthem.
Why not?
Because you're not a real 414 boy. Just because you got 2 phones doesn't mean you should be making a 414 anthem. You'll never make anything as good as Light It Up.
I do what I am requested to do. I do what the people want.
Bucks Plus Audio having you do something? Money Monis?
I can't speak too much about my exclusive opportunity, but it will premiere on KBN probably within the next
week or two. You give me some real Strofe vibes. Very nosy.
I'm just trying to figure it out. I think it's pretty cool.
I would say this. Within the next week or two, you will have an answer and it will air here on KBN, but until that day comes, I can't say much.
I just
contracts and stuff. You know?
I know. I felt that coming from a mile away. Did you sign an NDA? You sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement?
Not an NDA, but a non-compete until it's released.
Non-compete?
So I can't.
What?
You with yourself?
I can't release.
That doesn't work.
I
I
can't.
signed a non-compete. Well, who?
With who?
Who else is asking for your services?
Yeah,
buddy?
your musical services.
That's the point I'm making, guys. I can't release it, or I can't release any new music until this music comes out.
Okay. All right.
The thing is, I wish I was joking.
All right, now I'm really annoyed.
No, he's not joking. He's being serious. I can tell he's being serious.
I know he is,
He's
but
being
I
so
don't want him. I don't want to give him any more reason to have a bigger head than he's already got.
Listen,
DJ
if somebody
Stroh.
is trying to solicit him because of his below average music he's made, maybe I need to start writing something.
Try it.
You know, there's an AI artist that got paid $3.5 million, got a record deal. $3.5 million.
How does a robot get a record?
Yeah,
deal?
I'm confused.
Google it. Yeah, see, I don't know why y'all ask me these questions. I don't know. They just listen. She's fake. She's very attractive. AI robot.
It's a robot,
bro.
It's art,
bro. Google R&B
It's
AI
generated
artist $3.5 million. You're gonna say, damn, she talked to you. I'm telling. I see, these kids better be careful. They're gonna get trapped. Look it up. Google it, Ben.
I will. I can't do that right this
I
second.
bet you Big Cat know who I'm talking about. 'Cause he got his ear to the ground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ain't bad looking.
Is this robot? Would you date her?
She a baddie.
Kyle's onto something.
I told you. Listen, this AI.
Can you
I think
explain
Kyle's
what?
onto something.
I honestly,
Kyle's
you're
onto
looking at it, Strofe. I can't begin to imagine.
She can talk
what
to
what
you.
it looks like.
I feel bad for these kids. They
Like, is it it's a robot?
No, it's a AI. It's a human. No, it's fake. It's a artificial intelligence.
All right.
AI.
Well, joining us next on Kyle Bruss Nortman is Barstool Big Cat. So we're gonna get to Barstool Big Cat next here, while Kyle gets infatuated with.
Stop it. I'm gonna take
AI
it, man. I don't
robots.
want nothing to do with AI.
This is Kyle Bruston Nortman, KBN.
What are you going to do with the video?
It was gonna be on Snapchat if I got the pick right.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Backups along southbound 43 starting to stretch from Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette to the KK River. Northbound backed up out of the Marquette to North Avenue. Westbound 94, watch for delays from about 20th Street all the way to Holly Road. A little bit more just past Highway 100 heading towards the county line. Eastbound's backing up a bit from 76th Street to 35th. And then on 894 southbound, slowing down out of the Zoo interchange down past Lincoln and again from Beloit Road into the Hale. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, slight chance for lakeside showers, mostly cloudy, a low of 57. Tomorrow, slight chance for lakeside showers again, becoming mostly sunny, a high of 70. Weather is brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. Easy and affordable apparel personalization with no minimums and fast turnaround. For all your printing needs, bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Laza.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on Drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward play, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
Now through Wednesday, save on 9 to 13.1 ounce selective varieties, Old Dutch tortilla or potato chips, 2 for $5.50. 32 ounce selective varieties, International Delight Creamer, 2 for $7. 10 to 10.8 ounce selective varieties, Bird's Eye Vegetables, 4 for $5. 10.5 to 11.25 ounce selective varieties, New York Texas Toast, 2 for $5.
I am starving.
Oh no, never walk into a Century when you're hungry.
Unless it's free sample day. Ooh, pizza, yes. I'd love to try that one.
My husband thinks he can make a meal out of grocery store samples.
Need to wash this down. I think I see someone handing out samples in the liquor department.
Geez, can we focus on our list?
What's this?
It says you can win 2 tickets to Green Bay's home game against Chicago on December 7th.
Or autographed footballs, or a 4-pack of Green Bay Hall of Fame tickets.
You have to enter through Century's Facebook or Instagram.
I'll be entering this on my phone in the deli next to that cheese sample station.
Enter by November 12th.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle Brust and Nortman, no Bradley Nortman. Welcome baby Nortman into the family. You got Ben Brust and Kyle Wallace and Strofe running the show. Joining us now is Barstool Big Cat. At least I know I can see him. Dan, you got me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Let's go, boys. How we doing?
Well, I love how you said "let's go, boys." I'm always excited to talk to you. But
Wish it was different pretenses. Yeah.
You're just spoiled rotten.
I'm spoiled rotten. Man, was Barry Alvarez so wrong, and I love Barry Alvarez. But he couldn't have been more off. I think what happened there was he saw Brian Kelly at LSU and Dabo Sweeney at Clemson doing similar things. But those guys have won national titles. And not Brian Kelly, but LSU has won a national title. Clemson's won national titles. What are we spoiled from? Going to the Duke's Mayo Bowl?
Yeah. See, I think I'm past the anger, frustration. I'm in the denial depression phase of the grief. But there is a way out of this. And I know you're efforting. Colin Huang, I don't want to get his name wrong because if it gets to him, he, I think, is the owner of Temu. And now that I've said Temu, anyone who's listening right now or hears this is going to have ads from Temu being retargeted up the yin-yang right now.
Good. Make them more money.
Make them more money. So I have a proposition for your sales pitch.
Okay.
Hear me out.
By the way, I haven't gotten in touch with him yet. I've been trying to get in touch with him. So people are listening right now. Colin Wong has $50 billion. Invented Temu. Was I think a master's student at University of Wisconsin. We need someone. I need a sugar daddy. We got to find someone because it's a problem. And I think we're at a weird crossroads where it's and I don't think this is, I know everyone's going to go after Fickle. I think, he's made mistakes, but I'm not going to put it all on Fickle because that would be basically putting a Band-Aid over a bigger problem. It's you got to figure out your path forward and what Wisconsin wants to be as a football school. And this goes to, I don't even know who's in charge, chancellors and presidents and whatever.
Board of Regents.
Get me on the phone with them. Yeah, let me talk to them.
So
shake some sense into them.
Here's what I got for you. If you do get in touch with him, I've done some math. All right, you ready for this? It's simple math, I think. When I start with the math, I think we'll get there. So say it's $50 billion for our friend that's not our friend yet, Colin. Colin has $50 billion. 0.1% of $50 billion is $50 million. I think that could really help the program. To compare that to a $100,000 salary, that's $100. You're basically going to Colin and saying, I just need $100, Colin. Give me $100 and we can do great things at the University of Wisconsin. So you're not asking him for $50 million. You're asking him for $100.
Camp Colin.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually, the only thing I disagree with there is I was hoping I could get in touch with him and be like, dude, let me hold a bill. Let me just hold $1 billion and we'll figure out from there. So I'm shooting a little higher than 50
You think he's got
million.
$1 billion in cash laying around?
Who knows? I don't know. Like, listen, it's not good right now. It's bad. That was embarrassing on Saturday. I don't know if we have another win on our schedule. And I want Wisconsin to be good. I don't know what else to say. And people, I get a lot of chirps being like, hey, you're rich. You could. I don't think people understand how money works. Colin Wong has $50 billion. I do not have If I had $50 billion, we wouldn't be on the phone right now talking about this. We'd have Texas Tech's roster. Like, I would have already handled it if I had $50 billion. But I don't.
Big Cat, can I ask you? Can you?
Yeah.
You got something called Big Cat blend cold brew, right?
Yeah.
Is there any way we can just donate all?
I mean, he's working on a percentage. You're asking
percentage. 100. I need 100%. I'm sick of losing.
He's got a family.
I would love to, but then we're gonna kill dogs because some of that money goes to dogs, homeless pets. So if you want to kill the dogs to get an extra win, all right.
I love dogs, but you know what I love more than dogs is winning, Big Cat.
I am definitely
right now, Big Cat, dogs or winning football games for Wisconsin. You got to choose.
Which one makes you feel better inside?
I'm gonna save the dogs. Listen. I love Badger football. I want us to be good. I'm willing to spend some of my own money. I don't have the money. Like, this is my problem is that people like Larry Ellison is who we're talking about for Michigan getting Bryce Underwood. And like $12 million. You know what I mean? Like, this is not, if I could wave my wand. So maybe the answer is I just need to make more money. I need to make money to the point where I can become a billionaire, and then I will spend it all on Badger athletics, which I absolutely would do. If anyone wants to let me have $1 billion, I will spend most of it on getting a national championship in Madison. But yeah, it's a tough like spot we're in right now. And I'm down on it. It's dark. I don't know what to say. We're just going to be bad for a while.
I know. I'm with you. It's like, what am I supposed to say right now? I witnessed what happened on Saturday. What are we supposed to do? Do we just think about the good times right now? Like, because we were at the same game. I came up and saw you. You were in a suite. Cool. At the 2017 Big Ten championship game. In that game, the Badgers were one drive away with a smaller field of college football playoff teams. Hornibrook had the ball. They win that game. They're going to the college football playoff. That, like,
yeah.
What do we? I don't know what to do. Help me.
I know. That's where, and that's where it's like the spoiled comments from Barry Alvarez. I think, yes, there's been some great times, and it's been, I went back and I looked from the moment I was a freshman till 2019. We averaged 9.7 wins a year. We had a 13-win year. We had a 12-win year. We had a couple 11-year win years in there. But the last 5 years have not been up to the standard, and it feels like everyone else is getting better and we're going backwards. That's the part. It's not just that we've bottomed out. It's that Indiana and Illinois and now Maryland and all these other schools that are finding their way in the new NIL era, and we just can't figure it out. And I know it's not all about money, but a lot of it is about money, and we got to figure out a way. And I don't know what it is. Like, if they want to put me on the road to fundraise, I'll do it. I don't know. I also have to, like, who do I talk to? Give me a chancellor. Give me a president. Let me talk to someone.
I think
I have talked to Mac.
I think now it's Big Cat's got to meet with the chancellor.
Rebecca, somebody.
No. R.I.P.
R.I.P. to
Jennifer.
R.I.P. to Rebecca Blank. I don't know why you did that, Kyle.
I'm sorry. I'm one off.
It's got to be the chancellor.
Yeah, I walk in. I was like, yeah, listen, Chancellor, Ms. Chancellor, Your Highness, whatever you call a chancellor. I don't even know what a chancellor does. I graduated. I got exactly 120 credits on the dot. Made sure I didn't do any extra.
Cool.
Here's my diploma. Yeah, here's my diploma. let's fix this. I'm never getting another degree from anywhere else. I'm a bachelor's degree and that's it type of guy. So my allegiance is here and here only. Let's figure this out.
Now, one thing I just thought of is maybe you're overthinking it. Like, you know where the chancellor is, right?
But get me in touch with her. I don't know. I just hit her up.
You got to go old school, man. You got to go right outside. Right, you got to camp next to Abe Lincoln, Bascom Hill. Bascom Hall is right there, and just get a sign that says, "I want to meet with the chancellor." People will rally around you, and they'll be forced to speak with you.
Yeah, maybe that is the move. I don't have enough time to do that, but I will try to do that. Yeah, try to come up and do that.
We really got to find somebody to get in touch with this Colin guy. This Colin guy seems like he has all the solutions because he got $25 million. Because we got the $25 million buyout. Because Luke Fickell got to go. In my book, Luke Fickell got to go. We're not even up to the same standard as Minnesota right now, or Iowa right now, or Illinois. So that's the problem.
But if he goes, to Dan's point, to Big Cat's point, Barstool Big Cat joining us here, there is an infrastructure that needs to be solved.
Correct.
You got to find a new coach.
Not as simple as firing a coach. You got to actually sit down and be like, hey, we are going to be committed to competing in the new college football landscape. And like, that has to be and I don't know, maybe there's another list of like, who are the richest people? We need to just make a list of them and just, I'll call them. I used to do whatever it was called, the hotline thing. I used to work for the university when I was a student. I would call people at dinner being like, hey, can I get $100? And then I quit during a shift because I had enough money to pay rent. That was the worst job ever. I'll do that again.
So I'm pretty sure at one point, this is over the last 10 years, I feel like I've seen this all the time. The University of Wisconsin has like the most Fortune 500 CEOs in the United States. We need, what if I got you a list? If I compiled a list of the CEOs and the businesses, would you cold call?
Absolutely. Without a doubt, I would cold call. And I will put my own skin in the game as well. I will put up money as well. I don't have the money that some of these other guys have, but I'm not going to just say I won't do anything to fix this, and I'll just hope that it works. Like, I just want it to be fixed, and I'm willing to do anything it takes to get it fixed. And whatever that looks like, I will do. So yes, I will cold call every single one of them.
Now,
how hard is to track down Colin Huang? I've been trying for like 3 weeks.
Well, he's not local. There's a time
Yeah,
difference.
I know. He doesn't have like a phone number I can just call. Otherwise, I would have called him. Get me the list.
One thing I also need from you right now is, because this is the perfect time to ask you. Caleb Williams is the NFC Player of the Week. So say
Pretty
something
good.
ridiculously crazy and over the top and really exciting about the Bears so I can have this and use this later.
I'm not going to say any. I'll tell you what I've been saying on PMT since the start of football season. And I know Tauscher's the show before you guys, right?
9 to noon,
I said the Green Bay Packers are going to win the Super Bowl, and they're the best team by far in football. And it would actually be like one of the biggest upsets of all time if they don't. And if they don't, I will be first in line to say I got it wrong. And I'll go on all the shows and be like, hey, guys, I got it wrong. That's my bad. I thought they were so good, and they ended up not winning. So I just want to pledge that right now. I will absolutely be first in line to tell you guys that I got it wrong and the Packers didn't win the Super Bowl. How nice is that?
It's you're doing the PR thing right now.
Listen, Caleb played well. I'm hoping he just keeps stacking good games because it'd be nice to stack some good games in a row. Got to beat the Raiders. It's a must-win game. I'm putting a must-win tag on it. If you don't win,
who are you? This is so boring. You sound like NPR for the Bears.
Yeah, because you get burned so many times. You got to just be a little bit more cautious about things. And I'm not going to say something. Yeah, I'm not going to say something ridiculous. You're going to play back in my face. I do that enough.
You have to have a rough life right now. You're a Bears fan and a Badgers fan right now. This is awful. Football's awful.
Football's awful. I mean, last year was just as bad, if not worse, because there was I think it was October. No, it was November. I didn't win a football game in November. I didn't win a football game in November. Let me say that again. I did not win a football game in November. I went like 0-9 in November between the Bears and the Badgers.
Rumors have it you're 1-11 right now. as well.
All right, so what is this, a hit piece now? What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean,
thought we were coming to fix the program, and now you're doing a hit piece. Yeah, you know what? Guess what? 1-11 is bad for the Badgers because that's less money I have to spend on a linebacker. Okay? So you guys all got to be positive about my gambling, too, and start rooting for me to get hot gambling because then maybe we can get some players.
Go Big Cat, go. I'm no press. Go Big Cat, go.
Get me the list. If you get me the list, I will absolutely start. I will call anyone. I have no shame.
No, I'm not joking. If I get you a list, you will promise me right now you will call these people.
Yeah, I'll do it on video. I don't care.
Done. Consider
Make
it
a
done.
video of me just calling every rich person who ever touched foot in Madison. And
This
we will get as much
conversation
money.
right now could be the turning point of Badger football, and I will get that tattoo on my ass of the Badgers national championship due to this conversation we just had.
Started the championship DVD. Guess what? I also listen. We're probably not going to win a national championship. I just want to win like 10 games again.
I'm talking about in my lifetime. I said in my lifetime I will get that. Like I don't have any tattoos, but I would totally get a national championship tattoo on either cheek if they win in my lifetime. It could be 70 and it could be painful and it could look horrible, but I will do it if it happens in my lifetime. And I want this conversation to be the reason why it happens.
I love it. Also, I do think the basketball team's going to be good this year, right, Ben?
Yes, they are. Coach Gard was in last
Right.
week. He had his chest out. He's happy.
Good.
Money coming in.
And also the conversation's not about him. It's about everyone else. Things are good for the team.
Heck yes. All right, we need something positive. Something positive. Get me that list. I'm going to start dialing.
All right, that's Barstool Big Cat. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Thanks, guys.
Barstool Big Cat, you can see him all over the place. Follow him on socials, and we figured out a solution.
Find Colin Hung. I'm trying to Google him myself. Hang. I'm looking him up myself.
And from one legend to another, I guess, a bigger legend for all of you is a man who has spent 20 years at this company in Good Karma Brands. His name is Homer. And I want to give him a hug in the break. So I'm going to go to break, and we're going to talk to Homer next.
This is Kyle Broston Nortman, KBN.
Brad.
Kyle.
I know you.
Kyle.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Congratulations to Homer on 20 years at Good Karma Brands.
Homer, my brother, I love you. Congratulations on 30 years with the company. Oh, baby, you're old. I love you, though. Go Marquette.
Hey, Homer, it's Dennis Krause from Spectrum News 1. Congratulations on 20 years with ESPN Milwaukee. You don't last long in this market if you're a fraud. The late 80s club in Milwaukee sportscasting is pretty small. Stay healthy.
Bank 5-9 keeps the awards rolling in. Named a top workplace for 16 straight years and named Best Bank in the Milwaukee area by the Community Choice Award, Bank 5-9 continues to show how they're making lives better and they're continuing to serve everybody in the community. Your financial situation is too important to leave it to just anybody. So you got to focus on some place that is a true local community bank that's been around for a long time. Bank 5-9, it stands for 1859. If you've been around that long, you know you're doing things the right way. Visit a branch, give them a call, or visit Bank 5-9 today to learn how they can make your life a little bit better. Bank 5-9, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. September is here and the kids are back in school. Vacations are winding down. And for a lot of us, that means one thing: time to refocus on the house. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free, no limit. And to make it even easier, you'll get 0% financing for 3 years. So no interest and no pressure. Don't wait for the first freeze to realize your windows aren't cutting it. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to book your free estimate today. You'll be ahead of the game, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Milwaukee College Prep, redefining what's educationally possible so more children can pursue their dream. Join me, Craig Karmazin, and Milwaukee College Prep Thursday, October 23rd at Venue 3 at the 3rd Street Market Hall and take a stand in closing the opportunity gap for Milwaukee scholars. Your support means quality education is accessible to over 2,000 scholars in Milwaukee. Enjoy food, drinks, and a chance to learn more. Purchase tickets at 2025. TakeAstand.GiveSmart.com. That's 2025. TakeAstand.GiveSmart.com.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic.
Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water.
Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular.
The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature.
Will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman.
Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist,
the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's.
We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
The Fall Trade-Up event is happening now at Cunis. With winter on the horizon, trade up now to a new, safe, and reliable vehicle. We'll do whatever it takes to make a deal at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We have huge incentives and discounts on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Thinking pre-owned? We have over 2,500 in stock with payments for every budget. Plus, check out our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear lifetime powertrain warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Don't miss the Fall Trade-Up event. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
Hey, it's Jen Latta, and I just had my walk-in closet redesigned by Closets by Design. Doug and his team in Mequon were amazing from the first consultation to the final install, and now I have a beautiful, organized space for all of my clothes. They really brought my vision to life. Locally owned with the backing of a trusted national brand, they deliver expert design with a personal touch. Get 40% off plus an extra 15% off and take advantage of 18-month free financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN. And don't forget to tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Radio legend.
I don't care. I wanted to talk to Brent Musburger. That was for my own personal benefit. I hope other people enjoyed it, but I wish I was Brent Musburger. How about that?
Voice of Marquette basketball.
Joplin to the basket. Oh, wow. Hammer time.
And owner of the most famous catchphrase, at least in this building.
Oh, baby, that's sweet.
It's time for Uncle Homer on Kyle Brust and Nortman. Congratulations to Homer on 20 years at Good Karma Brands.
20 years for Homer.
It's just unbelievable, today's world.
What's wrong?
I'm honored for 20 years.
It's a big deal.
Ben Bruss says, I want to give you a hug. I said, I don't want a hug. He says, I'm giving you one anyway. That's how you honor someone after 20 years. You don't do what they want. What is that? How does it get that way?
Homer?
Why are you looking at me?
I
know. I figured you'd have some response. I don't know.
I didn't touch you this time.
I can't look at Ben. I didn't.
He just violated
you. Won't do what people want on the day you're supposedly honoring them. What is that?
You didn't know you wanted it.
I told you I don't want a hug.
Wow.
And you did it anyway.
Homer,
that's how you honored me, by doing what I didn't want. Thank you very much.
All right,
I wish it wasn't my 20-year day. Maybe you'd treat me better when it's not my day.
Okay, what do you want from me the rest of the time that we're on the air together?
Nothing. Just be the same. Be you like the way you are every day. You're fine.
I'll take it.
Or if you want to think, Homer, what would you like?
Homer, what would you like?
Let me think about that. I would like a picture of your basketball team that went to the Final Four.
Okay. The one I was on, because it wasn't as good as the 15 one.
Signed by you, and that's it. That's what I would like.
Oh, that's nice. Homer, anything I can give you? I can't offer you that. I can offer you a thumbs up.
No, yeah, it's true. You can't offer anything like that.
I don't have any type of athletic accolades like that.
I don't want anything. And I don't need to ask you for anything because you won't do what I don't want you to do.
No,
He already did. So now I got to figure out. I better tell Ben what to do, or he'll do something I don't want them to do.
I remember when you first. Well, I don't remember when you first started, but I remember when I came to Good Karma Brands in 2009 as an intern. You were kind of freshly there. It's crazy that it's been over 15 years ago since I've met you, Homer.
Yes, and I said it on Twitter, and I say it again. I do not work for Good Karma.
Who do you work for? The people?
I work for Craig Karmazin, and I will work as long as he wants me to be a part of whatever it is he has now.
Do you want to share why that is?
I put it on Twitter, but his generosity in caring was off the charts. And I'll never forget it. And so that's why I don't have a contract. He said one day back at the beginning, people had contracts. Says you're the only one that has a contract. I don't remember. It was before the corporation got so big. I said, "Do you want me to have a contract?" He said, "Well," I said, "Fine. I don't have a contract. Fire me when you want." The only mistake I made was telling my wife. I'll take my chances.
Petey Pablo chimes in and thanks you for all the years, and that's what I was going to do next. Give me your favorite Homer moment. 800-990-3776. That's.
I knew he would then now do a second thing.
No. You said be me. This is me.
That is good. That's good. That's fair. That's fair.
This is what I would do normally.
Homer, do you have any regrets? Like Jackson Churio, is that a regret?
Jeez.
Haven't no. People are talking about it now.
You were just ahead of your time.
He's a pioneer.
Well, no, the issue was to prevent what can prevent him from being a great Hall of Fame player. He has other skills. I said if you're worried about this and somebody else has another young player that's that outstanding, I would trade him, and I still would. But I mean, it's relative to getting another great player. He's going to be and is a very good player, but there's a limit to how good you can be when you don't take any walks and. That's all. That's all it was then, and it still is now. It's not like trading him for a bum.
How about his favorite moment in the last 20 years, Kyle?
Homer likes to talk about the negative.
Oh, so now you're telling you hear that, Kyle? Homer, you hear that? He's telling you what you want.
He doesn't have to tell me how anybody would know it is beyond me.
Yeah.
Every game and every second I saw Dwayne Wade play, and nothing's even close.
Yeah, that's great.
Not only because of his greatness, but that I worked with George Thompson, who arguably was the greatest ever before Dwayne Wade, and said to Dwayne, "You're the best that's ever been here, both for what you've done and what you will do." Greatest moment doing Marquette basketball isn't even close. And it's the only time where I didn't speak, and George thought there was something wrong with me. Like, what? Look over me. Because I never thought, and I don't believe he ever thought he would say that. That's how good he was.
With D Wade though, because I know I was so young when that happened. It felt like D Wade came out of nowhere.
He did.
I mean, absolutely no, because he sat out his first year because he had some eligibility issues, right?
That was the rule back then, based on his grades.
Grades, yeah.
But you were able to get that year back. They had changed it, so if he would have stayed, he could have played 4 years at Marquette. No, it's.
He was incredible. I remember because they lost to that Kansas team, which they had no.
He was
shot, but he was
George
ridiculous.
and I would say, "What's he going to do tonight?" It wasn't just how good he was; it's how entertaining he was. I mean, it's so much fun. The next year, somebody said, "Homer, you just don't seem as excited this year." Come on, really.
They weren't bad the year after that either.
Yeah, but there was no Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
I mean, Steve Novak was good. Travis Diener will always be one of my special.
Reese Gaines beat us in Bradleyson on that buzzer beater.
Did.
I remember I was at that game.
Then they went back and played on the road at Louisville and were behind at half and put a butt whipping on them in the second
That
half.
hurt. That was my first college basketball game. He hit like a half-court shot.
Right.
Homer's 20 years is on Cameron's birthday, and he's so happy that it's a heck of a double day. Congrats to Homer from Cameron. Chad chimes in, Homer needs a fireball on the rocks.
True. I probably should have that later. That's excellent choice. Yep, I'll do that.
Are you off the Jordan Love train?
No, but he makes bad mistakes sometimes.
We are celebrating him, and you're bringing up takes right now.
I know. I said
regrets, and
no.
He started. Do you regret this?
They can win a Super Bowl with Jordan Love. You can win a Super Bowl with Jordan Love. The bigger concern to me is the coach more than Jordan Love.
I'm with you on that, Matt.
But it's not like a huge. It's like, can you win a Super Bowl with him as head coach? I don't know. But it's not like he stinks as a coach.
Spicy takes. That's why you got to listen to Homer.
That's the fear that I have. He's good. But is he good enough? Goody, I think, has shown he's good enough with the moves he's made.
Yeah, that's true.
Love has shown that he's good enough.
Well, I'm going to give Homer another hug. Everyone.